Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, vstreetlove. I'm Vanessa, my pronouns are she, her, and on this channel I like to make silly Sims videos. And today we are looking at the new Adventure Awaits expansion pack. Thanks to EA for early access, and remember that this is not final software, and some of the things that you see here may be changed or tweaked by the time the final version comes out. And if you're interested in pre-ordering or purchasing the Sims 4 Adventure Awaits expansion pack, remember that you can support me as a creator by using my creator code vstreetlove when you go to purchase the pack on the Sims 4 website or EA app. Okay, so to get started with my feminine frame sim, we're gonna look at the hairs. So we have 9 new hairs, including one that's gonna be locked. I can unlock it with a cheat. But this you get after turning a pretty pegacorn imaginary friend into a real sim. So that's kind of exciting. But let's start with this hair. So we've got this like long ponytail with like bangs, and it looks like the hair is like braided up like down to your sim's back. So that's pretty cool. And obviously these are all the different colors. Let me turn her around so you can see. Oh, you know what? I might have to, let me go ahead and lock her up. Okay, sweet. I used the CAS clock speed so she wouldn't move around while we were looking at her. So great. Okay, so these are all the different colors of this hair. And I don't know, it's basically what you would expect, but so far, okay. And this is what it looks like from the front. Sorry that my name is literally jumping in the middle. That's like, it's so funny. Right when we're trying to look at the hair, it's like, I need you to bounce away to another area, please. Okay, so then another hair that we have is this long hair, kind of wavy. It looks like we've got a few braids wrapped with some hair ties. This reminds me of the hair that we got from werewolves, and I think we also got something similar in Enchanted by Nature recently. So this style, I don't know if this style is like making a comeback or something. I don't know. I don't wear my hair like this. I wear my hair like this most of the time. We have an afro textured hair in the chat. Oh my gosh, I wish I could get, let me try to, yeah, here we go. So you can see the texture. You can see how the ends are actually like not all like just perfectly lined up, that we have some differentiation. And we have like a little top knot here. The edges are like laid. This is super cute. Okay. Y'all know I did that afro textured hair ranking video. So I just love getting more afro textured hairs, and I'm so excited about the ones that are coming in this pack. So this is really cute. This is a cute little half up, half down look. I did notice that we didn't get like long afro textured hairs. I wish we got something long like this length that is tagged as afro textured, you know, but this is super cute. Then we have this like French twist situation. This is actually really cute. I like this hairstyle. And then it ends kind of like twisted up down here with some hair ties. And then it also looks like it's an off-center part in the front. I like that. I like how it's not like dead center. I feel like this is something I would have liked wearing just in real life back when I had like straight hair. I guess I could even try it now. I don't know. It'd be interesting to try now with like, I don't know, some extensions or something like that. But this one so far is, I would say, one of my favorites of the like straight hairstyles. Okay, then we have this one, which is so, I feel like this is so camp coded. Like thinking of girls like braiding up their hair and then not all the pieces are in it. Even with this little edge piece kind of at the front, that's like a little flyaway almost. I love this. And you can tell like the little braids. Let me pick another random color maybe. You can tell like the little braids, like the hair is sticking out. I think this is really cute. I love that they gave us something like this too that's like not super neat and perfect. Like it's trying to capture some of the fun that is like doing your hair and it being a little, you know, just a little messy, a little imperfect. Adds to the spice of life. Okay, so then we have this shorter hairstyle. It's like, I don't know, curly, wavy all around. And again, in all of the different colors here, just you can see. I'll turn it around a little bit too so you can see that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see me using this a lot. My issue with some of these hairs is that I only use afro textured hairs, more or less. Like that's basically what I'm sticking to in this game. So whenever I see other hairs like this one is very 70s coded to me. And like, I don't know, it reminds me of that 70s show, like the mom's hairstyle a little bit. I don't remember. I don't have like a good memory for that. So maybe I'll insert a little like clip or something. I'm not sure, but that's what it's giving 70s vibe. And like I said, I think part of that might be motivated just by the whole camp counselor like era that this pack is in. Then we have this hair that's kind of like shaved on the sides with the swoop in the front with some of the hair on the top. It does remind me of hair that we have gotten in the game. And like I say, I don't mind things reminding me of other things. With this game, it's nice to get updates and variations. Sometimes, though, I do wish that we got all these different like nuanced variations with the Afro textured hairstyles, right? Like how many different swoops with shaved sides do I need? And maybe we don't have a lot of these, but I'm just like, didn't we get something like this in For Rent? Okay, I just went to look. Yes, we got something similar in For Rent. It also looks like we got something similar in Love Struck. And it's not the same. It's not the exact same. I'm not trying to say it's the same. I'm just saying I wish that we could get a few more variations of Afro textured hairstyles. Like, this is great. Maybe we could have gotten one like a little bit longer or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so this is the hairstyle that we're able to get if you become friends with that imaginary friend that uses this hairstyle. Okay. You can see that there's like a bow in the hair and then all of these streaks of color. And this is one of those hairstyles that because there's all these different colors, it's going to look different depending on which swatch you select. So, oh my God, I love this. I love like the bright, like purple, neon purple colors in here. So yeah, these are, oh, the rainbow. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. This is also so random because I can see me maybe wanting to like have my sim wear something like this for Halloween or something like that in the game. But just walking around in real life, like this is the most like regular looking color combo, but still this hairstyle is wild. So I'll pick this hair for my sim just so we can move on to some other stuff. So looking at the hats, it looks like we got 6 new hats. Okay, I was about to say if my little name could go away. This is the little jellyfish hat. Oh, that's also like dripping wet and has little like flowers and stuff. The little flowers kind of remind me of SpongeBob. Actually, that's so funny. It does clip a little bit with this hair, but I still like having the option for something like this. I wish we could get more things that are just, I don't know, intricate accessories. So it looks like this comes in 9 different swatches. This is so cute. We also have this backwards cap. So this cap, it looks like it comes in 8 different swatches. I'll just kind of like maybe turn my sim like this so we can see all the different color combos for this cap. That's cute. Okay, and then there's at least like a more solid white one. I also like this swatch a lot. I like this color combo. We have this like mask that I think it's unlocked in gameplay. I haven't like played a lot with the gameplay that would unlock this at this point, but the different colors of this, first of all, super dope. Second of all, it does make me wonder what the heck the lore is having this in here. And I also wonder if Sims can randomly generate with this in the world, because that would be hilarious. Okay, we've got this hat that I think this hat is unlocked the park ranger career. Once I unlocked all of the cast stuff, then it kind of like doesn't tell me how it's unlocked anymore. But this comes in 13 different swatches, it looks like. It has a little tie down here as well. So that's kind of cool as far as like having those intricate details, things that aren't just like painted on or just implied. Like I like that it wraps around your sim's face. What if your sim has like a wider, skinnier head? Okay, cool. It goes with it. All right. I was just curious. Oh, and then we have some camo as well. I'm not sure if I clicked on these, so I'm just going to click on these again. Okay, and then we have the same cap, it looks like, or, oh, no, not the same, similar. Okay, we have a similar cap, but facing. And there's 9 different swatches of this. I guess I'll turn it to this side so we can see it. And yeah, I mean, this is the first time I'm able to look at everything right now. And, you know, I don't know, it's always so interesting when you start with like the hairs and the accessories. We also got swim caps, which is so interesting as far as like an accessory and thinking about the fact that these are things we have not had in the game at this point. So we have 12 different swatches of the swim caps. And I think this makes sense because we also are getting a diving board, which we will look into later. But yeah, these are the swim caps that come here. And that's also kind of cool because it's kind of fun to pretend that maybe I've got a sim with like Afro textured hair and she doesn't like getting her hair wet. So then she's going to wear a swim cap, right? As far as accessories, we've got these carabiner earrings, which are so cute. And I almost made some carabiner earrings for this video, but I don't think I have them. But the ones that I have are too big for me to be wearing around my ear. So that'll be a future project. Don't be surprised if you see me streaming this pack with some earrings like this, okay? But this comes in 12 different swatches and these are so cute. Oh my gosh, the rose gold swatch. I love that. Oh, and then, yeah, we've got like red and gold. Ooh, solid gold. silver and all black. Oh, these are so cute. I love those. Okay, then we have these leaf earrings. These leaf earrings are so interesting and reminds me of something that we may have gotten or would have gotten in Enchanted by Nature. So I find it so interesting getting these sorts of things here, but this is also part of the reason why I decided I was gonna wear the leaf earrings that I have today. But these are pretty. I like this like rainbow multicolor swatch. That's really pretty. And then we have like these wave earrings, which are so cool. I love these little cheeky, little tchotchke kind of like earrings. And then we have different metal finishes for this one, a few different colors of the little waves. And yeah, then we end with like black and purple. So I like that a lot. We did get one pair of sunglasses, these kind of like sporty sunglasses. Looks like there's 9 different swatches of this. You know, in real life, okay, I was gonna say I need to wait for my name to move. In real life, I don't think I like this style of glasses, but I can see like when you think about Sim cycling or whatever, that's what these make me think of, or like Sim running on the beach or something like that. Like this is for that kind of Sim. We also have this necklace, which looks like it's like a whistle. So again, the whole camp counselor, camp vibe shows up in some of the CAS items here, and looks like we have 12 different swatches of this. I don't see me using this a lot for just like, I don't know, hanging out. But what is fun is getting things like this for storytelling purposes when you're playing The Sims, like, and you're trying to tell a very specific story. It's nice to have very specific things like this. Okay, so no new makeup in the pack. It would have been nice to get maybe some like sunscreen or something. That would have been good. But I know we already have sunscreen as base game, but still like another little variation. Again, going back to the variations. Okay, so for tops, we're gonna start with this oversized t-shirt. I think this is the same t-shirt that one of the imaginary friends that turns into a human Sim wears in one of the trailers. We've got this sweatshirt with the buttons and like this ribbing around the side. I do wish the buttons were real on this, but either way, I think that this sweater with the ribbing and then the quality of like the fabric itself looks pretty good in my opinion. And it looks like we have 12 different swatches of this. Ooh, some don't have the stripe. I like the texture, like the fabric texture of the solid ones. Ooh, this one, ooh, it looks comfy cozy, doesn't it? Because then you can also see like a little bit of a shirt peeking out underneath. We've got this sweatshirt with a pocket. The pocket is also painted on. We've got the same sort of thing with like the ribbing around the wrists and around the waist. This comes in 12 different swatches as well. Ooh, and it looks like this is supposed to be kind of like a quilting pattern or something. I'm not sure if there is something that's real life that inspired this, but yeah, again, this is kind of like, I don't know, cozy, but also kind of like sporty chic. Ooh, this is also sporty chic. I like the stripe on the back of this one. And I like the piping that goes all around the edge here. So we have 12 different swatches of this as well. Obviously the colors of this CAS is interesting. It's definitely giving like a retro 70s feel because there's a lot of like more muted colors that aren't just like soft pastels. We also have this like zip up sweatshirt with the shirt underneath and then some ties. Now the ties are painted on, but there is like, you can tell that the meshing has like a 3D mesh, so it is like popping off of this sweater. So overall, actually, I do think that this item is a pretty good quality. Some of the way that this is rendering, the coloring is rendering is a little bit off, but overall, I think this actually looks really good. And there's like a little hoodie on the back too. Again, 12 different swatches, and you can see the muted colors, like the browns with the oranges. Yeah, it's giving me just like that retro feel. We've got a t-shirt with these stripes on the side. This comes in 12 different swatches. Oh, the stripes go across the chest as well. It just depends on the swatch. Do you guys love it or hate it when they do that? Because I go back and forth. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I love getting the variations in the swatches. It does make it harder to find things, like maybe find the perfect thing that you're looking for when it switches up like that. For no reason at all. It seems like we've got 2 swatches that have the stripes that go across the front. But it's nice to have the option. We have this t-shirt with a long sleeve shirt underneath. Looks like the kind of thing that you might work out in. Again, with like a little sporty logo. I saw the sporty logo on something else too. Yeah, these. Yeah. I like the Sims cinematic universe of brands and stuff that might pop up. This comes in 12 different swatches. So we have the neutrals, and then we have the other like muted color palettes and like the deep color palette that comes with the stuff in this pack. Oh, and then the black and the solid white. Okay, cool. We've got this jacket with kind of like a fur on the outside shell. I like the different cuts and seams in this item. And then we also have these, the button snap closure. I guess with the buttons and stuff, like it must not be something that's like practical to like actually make like 3D. But again, I wish that like when you turn it to the side, there's no bump, there's no dimension. I wish that we got some dimension with the buttons. That being said, I think that I really like the way that the fur shell is on the outside of this. This is the kind of thing that I'm like, oh, I've seen this in real life. And maybe I haven't seen it like in my area. This kind of stuff reminds me of something that people in like the Pacific Northwest might wear. Oh, but I like the fact that we get the black and the white options. And then we have this kind of like, what is this? Is this just like a jacket or something? Because there's no way to close it. It just seems like something you might just throw on over a t-shirt like they have, but I'm not sure when you would wear this. Just because it's like outside a little chilly. Is that what's going on? Again, I do like the little fake little logo moment that's happening on the arm there. And yeah, this has the same sort of like 70s stripe that it makes me think of. And then the solid white and black options. We've got this like crop top workout wear that I love this sort of thing. They kind of introduced this updated workout wear with the Bella Goth, the Secret Sanctuary kit. Is that what it's called? Okay, I just looked. Yes, it is the Secret Sanctuary kit. But this item does have matching pants. So I love this like workout wear. I think, did we get a base game update with something like this too at some point? This is very cute. I think this might even be my favorite item so far. Then we have just like a t-shirt with a little plum bird on it. So cute. We've got, 13 different swatches of this. And some of these, the bird changes. This one's a little creepy. But it is cool nonetheless. I love getting like a graphic tee from The Sims and like seeing like what is canon in their world, right? Like super cute. Then we have this like almost like a sports bra workout top with what are supposed to be, I guess, ties. Okay, and the ties actually they actually are like a little 3D. But it's interesting because the way that it's done, it seems like it's only coming off like right at the end. You can see it toward the bottom of her bust. You know, it's a little bit odd, but I do like that there's some dimension to that. There's 12 swatches of this. I can see this becoming like a staple, like workout wear, or maybe like a staple of what you have your sim wearing when they're just like chilling at home. And I love that they have the little cutout piece in the back. Like this is a cute item to even see in real life. Okay, this shirt, I don't know why I love this shirt. It looks like cozy, but then all with the little quarter zip situation happening, but also something about it just looks like, I don't know, you look put together, but you look put together and comfortable. I like this. And I like that the zipper clearly has like the metallic finish. You can see, like, if you look at the quality of the zipper on this, the zipper pull on this versus some of the other items, like this is just a really good quality item in my opinion. And you get the white and the black. I don't know why. I really like this item. Okay, so then we've got another like shirt over shirt situation. This to me reads as more like, I don't know, teenagery kid. Oh, and the little logo up here changes a little bit. Again, I'm just wondering what is happening in the Sims universe that these little icons and logos, like I wonder what it represents to them. We've got a life vest, which, ooh, you can see a little buckle shine. We've got like the zipper. The zipper is painted on. Some of these straps and stuff are painted on, but you know, it's safety first. It's not all about having every individual thing pop off. It's about making sure your Sims are safe. This comes in 12 different swatches. Ooh, I like the pink. And the little undershirt that's underneath it changes as well for each of these different swatches. So yeah, we've got a little life jacket, but then we have this little pullover vest thing. You can see the ties also kind of come off. I like when the items have a little extra as far as, you know, the little dimensions. That's why I bring it up, because to me, it's about like, does this feel realistic? Does this feel like it's more than just painted on stuff? And I feel like the more recent packs have more items kind of like that. But again, this whole cast, everything I've seen so far, as far as the clothes, even though we're just in the tops, very sporty, very, very sporty. We also have this like vest with a jacket with the little hood and the long sleeves. This comes in 14 different swatches. And I can see, honestly, when I see something like this, I think of like a suburban mom running errands. I know that's not even what this is, but that's what I think of. And then I think this is another like vest type of thing. You can tell you You can tell I haven't done many like water activities that require this sort of like suiting up, if you will. But this is a really interesting item because this has all kinds of different little intricate buckles and like this like on the back, as well as some of these loop-de-loops and the zippers. Like this is real intricate. Some of y'all know what this is. I don't even know. I'm like, wow, I ain't never had a suit up like this before. It seems like something that you'd strap into if you went to an amusement park or something. And then lastly, we have another like sweatshirt quarter zip. And then we have this like sweatshirt quarter zip situation. Oh, with like what's supposed to be like a front pouch pocket. Comes in 12 different swatches. This to me, is that supposed to be like a Velcro-y kind of thing? Like, again, all of the stuff that is here is more things that I feel like are for moderate to moderate cool kind of climates. I'm gonna go jump into the bottoms before I go into full body. So to start, we have these workout shorts, these little athletic pair of shorts. We've got 12 different swatches of this, solid colors with some contrasting like stripes. Then we have this pair of like little workout shorts with the contrasting trim, and then like the side panel piece here comes in 12 different swatches. I think as far as the color palette from everything that I'm seeing, I think I like this color palette a lot, but I'm not sure how many other things that this naturally goes with other things in the game. It feels like this color palette is one of its own. These though are cuffed cropped jeans. Oh, I really like this a lot. And they're just straightforward jeans. There's no additional accessory. The accessory is the fact that they're like puffed up, which might be good to wear with maybe like boots or something like that. So we have a few different like blue jean colors, and then we have some other color jeans, and then the black and the white. We've got these pants, which there is a chance that it matches with something, like maybe something like this. I don't know if these are supposed to match or not, but I was just like, maybe it matches, maybe it doesn't. Comes in 12 different swatches, and some of these, the zipper pull has like a contrasting color, so that's fun. And then, yeah, these, again, definitely reading very sporty, but these are nice. I only say sporty because of these extra pockets. Then we have the matching leggings to that other top. Hold on, let me click on that. Yeah. Oh, it's my favorite. I love a legging athleisure set. And then you have the swatches that match the top, so you can have your little workout set here. This, again, I just love something like this in real life and in The Sims. So there is a good chance that this is like my favorite thing. This and then this shirt. Again, this shirt, just my sneaky favorite. Moving on, we have this like skirt shirt situation. The pulls on the front of this are just painted on, unfortunately, but there's a lot of pleating happening here. And then you can see like the ruching of the stretch there. It definitely gives this thing like movement. Now my sim is completely still, so it's not like you can see it, but you can take my word for it. And there's 12 different swatches of this. This is a cute item. We also have another like workout skirt, the tie, and then the ruching, and then the contrasting trim comes in 12 different swatches. Oh, I like this one with the pattern on it. Oh, I love a pattern, but most of them are solid. There's just a few. Yeah, there's a few patterns in here. Oh, and then we have these shorts with a pattern, a little belt, the little zips on it. Oh, this is cute. There's 12 different swatches of this. Oh, yeah, this definitely looks like something you would go, I don't know, out maybe for a hike in. I don't hike, y'all. Y'all tell me, is this what you hike in? Or is this you are sporty, but you're cute? Okay, so we have another pair of these like zip pants, very similar to the ones that we saw earlier, except for these ones have like trim that makes my Sim's butt look great, to be honest. Then we have a lot of pull ties. And then down here at the bottom, you can see that the zipper, oh wait, I thought that the zipper was changing color, but it turns out it's just shiny, because when I move my Sim, you can see it, the shine change. So that's actually really cool. This comes in 13 different swatches with some more contrasting colors. Oh, and then a few like solid colored options. These pants are very interesting. And you know what? Looking through the swatches, I'm like, I'm gonna try to use these just kind of like in my everyday gameplay. Sometimes I feel like we get so much stuff, and if you don't make the Sims a lot, you just miss some of the cool stuff that you get. Like, I think these are a cool pair of pants. We also have these like pinstripe pants with the pull, the stretch. There's like a little label tag here, and then like the ruching down at the hem of the pants. Oh, and I like the pockets of these. These look like comfy, but then also like something you might wear when you're trying to be like a little bit more put together. Like, this looks like the kind of thing that I would wear to work. you know, like wear a shirt or something that covers up the waistband, but you know, you look professional. Like, wait, hold on. Maybe not with this shirt, but you're picking up what I'm putting down, I hope. Even this is cute. This is cute. Yeah. Okay. I like these pants too. Okay. But going into the full body, we have a few different options here. So first, I'll look at this. This is clothing from the imaginary friends, like grown up. So that's where this comes from. The Sims team is so funny sometimes with stuff like this, because like the little patches, the patchwork, the boots, the idea that the imaginary friend literally like comes to life and can semi-normal part of society is so funny. Like they're not even, there's no belt loops on this. They're just trying to hold up their pants with a prayer and some rope. And then this is another one too, like this little apron thing with the little handprints, the socks. Like this looks just like the imaginary friend, which we will be seeing later. But I just find this so funny. And there are 8 different swatches of this, including a white one and a black one. I just think it's so funny. Okay, but we do have this like overall dress with a striped crop long sleeve top underneath. And wow, is this cute. Y'all know I love overalls, and I love overalls in The Sims as well. I love the way that they execute them in the game. Oh, and you can tell like the buckles aren't painted on. Those are real buckles. I love this. Okay, this comes in 12 different swatches. Again, the color palettes in this pack, very like retro, but modernized. We've got this full body, like, I think this is supposed to be like a swim outfit. It's very short, but then there's long sleeves. I do like the contrasting sleeve. That's my favorite part of this. And then there's like a little high neck with a zipper. Ooh, I like this one too. I like how some of the design changes. Ooh, this is fun. Oh, and then like the different colors. And I think I didn't say this has 14 different swatches. Oh, the pattern on this is interesting as well. This is a cool little item. Okay, so then we've got some more imaginary friend clothing, including these shiny wings, this hood. this outfit, this whole thing is just, the Sims are so funny. There are 8 different swatches of this, so at least you have different color options, which is so funny. Okay, so we've got this, the crisscross back. I think this is a dress. This dress looks like something that I would have in real life, because it looks very like casual that I could wear around the house. In fact, part of me is like, I wish I had something like this in the house. If I did, I'd probably, listen, not me shopping while I'm trying to be making a video. Yeah, like this to me, I'm like, oh, I love this watch. So cute. Love the pattern. Love the pink with like the light blue and the lavender light color. We've got this full body like romper that has the clip front waist with the carabiner. So is the idea that you would go like rock climbing in this or something? Again, hiking. Okay. Keep your keys onto this. I don't know. This is cute. Oh, this is cute though. Oh, you know, I love a pattern. But yeah, no, this is really cute. But again, I'm like, I gotta make a sporty sim, or like a more like athletic sim. Then we have this kind of cozy dress that has, it looks like the sleeves maybe are kind of pushed up, and this like crisscross angle. I have seen something like this in real life. Like this shape. This comes in 12 different swatches, and I feel like this would be comfy with some leggings or something. And again, maybe with the boots that come with this pack, which we'll see in a second. Then we have this swimsuit, which is a very sporty swimsuit, but the way that it's cut with the different contrasting pieces, and then like the very low zip with the zipper pull, I love this swimsuit. I think this is so cute. And it comes in 12 different swatches. Again, the same different color. Oh, stop me in my tracks. I love this. This similar color palette as the rest of the items that we've seen so far in CAS. But I like this swimsuit, and I like the solid one even. Like, this is really cute. Okay, so going to accessories, we have these 2 like armband things. I think if you want to, let me unlock her real quick. Okay, so we have these like arm pieces that I think are supposed to help with like archery when you're like pulling a bow. It comes in 14 different swatches here, including some swatches that might be appropriate more for like skin tone, and then some that are like fun fashion colors. We also get this like wristband friendship bracelet situation, and then you can see like the little ties from the little bracelet once it ends, which is cool. I'm trying to get an angle that you can kind of see what's going on. This comes in 12 different swatches, so several different multicolored options that you see, and then the white and then the black. We also get this like glove that I think is also supposed to help with archery that comes in the same 14 swatches. That's a little armband thing. So I think you can have them match. I just had to click on it and I have to hit undo because it wouldn't let me stay this zoomed in so that we could see all the different colors. So let me see. I'm sure I can get this to match. And they have one for each hand. I guess if you wanted to put one on each arm and one on each hand. I don't know how it works. I don't do archery. Like I said, I don't do these activities. I'm learning a lot in The Sims with these different activities. So we also have these pair of socks. There's 12 different swatches, and then like the little stripes change color on each individual swatch. I'll make sure I zoom in when I'm editing. And then we have some shoes. We have 4 different pair of shoes that were tagged as feminine. These first kind of like almost like hiking boots. First of all, this color and this swatch is really cute. I can actually really look at them when she's like leaned over like this with one of her feet kind of propped up. I like that. And so yeah, you can see it comes in 12 different swatches here. And then you can also see how like the socks peek out underneath. We also have these shoes, which I think are supposed to be like swim shoes or something. There's 12 different swatches of this. Ooh, maybe they're not swim shoes. I don't know. I thought they kind of were for some reason, but they do kind of look like workout-y kind of shoes. I'm not sure, but I like them. Then we have these shoes. There's 12 different swatches for these. Oh, I like that pink one that I clicked on. Then we have these sneakers. It looks like there's 12 different swatches of these. Oh, I love this color and this pink color here. But there's several different ones of these as well. And then we have like the more white and the black option. We've got another pair of sneakers that look more like what you might wear to work out in, maybe lift weights because they're like flat. And you know, we got the weightlifting with this pack. 12 different swatches of these shoes. So you can see that here. Oh, that's so interesting. There's no pink swatch of these. I like this though. I like for example, like this swatch. These are so cute. And again, this is one of those things that I'd want in real life, but I'm not here to shop. And then lastly, we have these like slides. I love the socks with the slides. There's 12 different swatches of this. We've got some solid, some with some like contrasting colors in the stripes. Oh, and it looks like there's supposed to be like a little flap here. Like maybe it's Velcro or something like that. Like that's what you might imagine. So let me look at the styled looks on this sim. So there are 6 different styled looks tagged as feminine, which is so many. Sometimes it's like we get maybe a styled look if we're lucky. So the ready to run styled look, you can see why I love the styled looks is really seeing how things are not supposed to go together, but some inspiration for putting some looks together and the different pieces in a pack. Like I love a styled look and the fact that all of these colors coordinate with each other, and I wouldn't have known that without looking at the styled look. Like I love this. Fin Class Savant. Oh, she very classy. Oh, with the little friendship bracelets. That's so cute. I like this one. It's my favorite. I love this. We've got the camp counselor with the little whistle. Oh, and the I don't know why the camp counselor has so much highlight. I don't remember seeing these pants. Did I look at these? I don't remember because these look like you can unzip the pants to just get shorts. Did I look at these? I don't know, y'all. Oh, and then these too. I don't remember looking at this. So I'm gonna look at these really quickly. This comes in 12 different swatches. Yeah, of like the multiple, like the kind that you could unzip the bottom part to turn them into shorts. Okay. And then we also have another pair of leggings that I missed. These are, these come in 12 different swatches. So yeah, and kind of coordinating with the other pair of leggings as well. So these are all the different swatches for the camp counselor look. Moving on, Timber Tones. Ooh, with the carabiner earrings and then the cap. First of all, this sim that they have for the styled look option is super cute. And I love this one too with the red lips. Yeah, no, this is what is this sim doing? Are they like hanging out after a hike? Like, well, what's happening here? We've got Sporty Snooze. Okay, I said that this little top could be cute for like just lounging around the house. At least I meant to say it if I didn't say it. There's 5 different swatches of this as well. Oh, I like that this matches. Oh, that's so fun. Whereas like these kind of like coordinate. Okay, can you move please, name? it thinks. Oh, then jumping over the swatches. Okay, whatever. Ah, yes. Love that. And then finally, ya jelly. There is got to be gameplay around this that I have not seen yet. My Sims booty looks so good in this. not even to check out my Sim like that. I just want, oh girl, you looking good in this little sporty one piece. I'm gonna click through that again because yeah, my my name was in the way. But no, this is so fun. Let's look at the mask stuff on a masculine frame. We've got 7 different hairstyles that were tagged as masculine that we can look at here. This one has like, I don't know, wavy hair with the little bandana. And I'm just gonna click through all these swatches so that you can see the different colors and also how it changes the bandana color. And you can't see the bandana all the way through, which is interesting. It's just at the front. So I'm not exactly sure how that would work. I guess maybe this like little bump out here is, you would imagine like that's where the tie would be, and then the hair goes over that tie. But then yeah, these are all of the swatches here. And then we've got, actually, let me get rid of his facial hair. Oh, wow. He looks very different. Okay, anyway, this is the hair that, another hair that comes with this pack. Maybe because he's leaning off to the side. Let me fix this. Okay, so now we have a pretty decent view of this hair. Again, giving me that 70s show, that's my only reference. I was not alive in the 70s, so I didn't get to live in the era in real time, unfortunately, but that's what this hair reminds me of. We've got that same hair with the braided ponytail and the long bang pieces that's been tagged as masculine. We've got the same hair with the shaved sides and then kind of it gelled to the back, tagged as masculine. This curly hair that's like kind of shaggy curly, tagged as masculine as well. And then we've got this afro textured hair. I'm pretty sure it's, hold on, wait. Okay, once again, they be tagging stuff, like this is tagged as afro textured. This is not afro textured. I don't know who I need to talk to on The Sims. Stop putting this in afro texture. This is not afro texture. But this one definitely is, because you can tell that there's the parts and then we've got the twist and then the length on this. It's almost like there's different sizes of the little twists. I like this. And they kind of go in different directions. Honestly, if I twisted my hair, this is basically what it would look like. I could probably recreate this hairstyle like today. I'm surprised this wasn't tagged as feminine as well though, but I love that we have this, and this is just what it looks like in all the different hair colors. Oh, I can see how some of these pieces end at different spots. Like they're not all exactly the same. It looks like what it would look like if you were to pull it back into kind of like a half up, half down style. I appreciate this. I love this. I love that we have this. I love that they gave this to us. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And then we also have this hair, that the super long hair with like the braided front pieces and with the hair ties. So maybe I'll leave him with this. We did get another facial hair option with this pack here. This kind of like 70s stash that covers his entire top lip. And then just so you can see the different hair colors on this. Again, another issue that I have is I'm not often making masculine Sims. That's a personal weakness of mine that I should want to improve. So I'm not always seeing the different facial hair options. So it's cool that we got another one. So we saw all of the hats and stuff already. But then we also have the Park Worker Career Level 3 unlock, which is that one, that tie that I showed you earlier, but let's just look at it. So this is that Park Ranger hat that we already saw earlier. So I changed my Sims outfit really quickly just so I could show off this other cast piece that we didn't see earlier, this like ascot bandana thing. I don't know why this was tagged as just masculine and not as feminine. Maybe y'all know something I don't know when it comes to this fashion piece. I don't know why I wouldn't want to wear this as well in on my feminine Sims, but you know, again, what do I know? I do like the ones with the patterns, obviously. This comes in 14 different swatches. And again, we already saw the glasses. Okay, so moving on to tops, we've seen most of these tops, I would say. We did not see this like jean jacket with the arms pushed up, which again, interesting, the things that they tag just for masculine or just for feminine. But honestly, I mean, what do you all feel about that? Because I like the idea that some things are just for the masculine Sims. I feel like the masculine Sims maybe get the shorter edge of the stick when it comes to fashion, just like masculine people get the shorter edge of the stick when it comes to fashion at times. Wisdom K obviously is like a super fashionable person who shows that masculine folks can wear and have cool fashion. We've got this, it looks like to me like almost like a rain jacket or something, because it has like a flannel lining, a hood, and then like the snap closures. I don't think we saw this on the feminine sim. So I'm just clicking through. There's 12 different swatches of this. We saw this long sleeve shirt. We saw this camp shirt, didn't we? I know. Yeah. We definitely saw it. You know, it gets to a point looking at all this different stuff. Oh yeah. And then this with the quarter zip. We saw this one already. We saw this one because I'm the fur lined, the different, the layered shirt combo, this graphic tee combo, my favorite shirt. The multiple layers here as well. And the vest, the pull on, and then the t-shirt. So yeah, so or the V-neck shirt. So we saw this. As far as the bottoms go, so these are the pants that I liked a lot. Then we have these like cropped jean shorts. I just want to pick something else so we can see what it looks like. Oh, first of all, yeah, cool. I guess I'll just get rid of this for a second. But yeah, so then we have, it looks like 12 different swatches of these shorts. I really like these shorts. I like that they kind of have like the frayed edging down here at the bottom as well. I was gonna say, can you move? Yeah. Oh, and a little label on the back. These are good shorts. And we've got those athletic shorts. We've got the shorts. We've got these shorts with the crop. I don't remember seeing these ones already. I'm trying to put him in something that so we can see like the full shorts. Just in case, there's 12 different swatches of this with a contrasting pocket on the side and also the contrast lines on the back. We've got these cargo shorts. Let me get rid of the shoes with the leggings underneath, which has like the contrasting pieces on the back of the leggings. These are pretty cool. 12 different swatches of as well. Oh, with some camo in there. And oh, the red with camo too. And the, what was that, yellow with camo? Yeah, this is cool. And then we've got the multiple pocket stripes. Oh, that's so interesting. It's like we've got the shorts version of these pants. That's basically what these remind me of. Or the shorts version of these pants. They're all related. And then those same crop jeans as well, tagged for masculine. As far as full body, we've got the imaginary friend clothes for the full body, but then also this like long sleeve full body, which we've already seen. But then we've got this. This must be related to the park ranger career, which I haven't completed at this point. And you can tell that it's like all dirty and a little worn. We've got the hoodie on the back, the plaid shirt. Comes in 12 different swatches, it looks like. So yeah, most of these are kind of like some variations of brown, gray, red, the white, and the black. And then we also have this full body with like the long sleeve shirt, these shorts, and then the leggings all together. 12 different swatches of this one. Ooh, I like this pattern. That's fun. Ooh, and then like the contrasting pattern on the side of this swatch. Ooh, you can tell that these little tabs, I think are these like little metal zipper pulls. Those are really nice with like the elastic. Ooh, those are really fun. Oh, and then that swirl abstract pattern is super cool. And then there's also white and black, but the solid white and solid black aren't in the same order for some reason on these. That's interesting. And then for accessories, we've got the arm guard, which I guess you can't see the arm guard in this shirt. So let me switch shirts. Okay, here we go. You can see the arm guard in this. It makes sense you can't see it in this one. Okay, we can see it in this too. I just was like, anyway. And we've already seen the colors that this comes in, as well as the gloves, that there's matching gloves. Oh, interesting. On this one, I have to choose which hand to put them on. We saw the socks already, and the shoes have been tagged as masculine and feminine. So we have all of the same shoes. My sim looks a little wild right now, but trust me, it's for the best. And then going to the mask styled looks, we've got 3 different styled looks. So we've got the camp counselor look here. Ooh, with those glasses. And then those cutoff shorts. I like that with the different camp shirt. That's just so cute. The U Jelly version, the mask version of the U Jelly look. I don't know what's going on with the jellyfish hats, but it is too funny. Okay. And the 5 different swatches of this. And then we have Vivid Hike with the hat and like the zip up. This is so much fun. And then these are the 5 different color options that they have for this styled look. Okay, look at kid stuff. So we've got this puffer vest option that comes in 12 different swatches. So we've got like the muted palette still, because that is the color palette of this pack, and then white and black. We've got this graphic t-shirt that comes in 16 different swatches, and we saw this with the adult frames. This little pigeon foot heart thing is just so creepy. We've got this hoodie that comes in 12 different swatches. Oh, and then I like how you can see the pool is like a full 3D pool option. This is what I'm talking about. I like this level of detail with the little pools and the ties and stuff. I wish that they would keep that for everything, but I don't know what goes into like making stuff like this. If you make like clothing CC, you can let me know how intricate and detailed it is to do something like this. We've got this double tank top with the looser tank top on the outside. There's 12 different swatches of this one. I like this one with the little geometric llama on it. Oh, and then this one with that color of it. Oh, I like that. That's so cute. We've got this life vest so the kiddos can stay safe. This has also a little sweater underneath, I guess, so they can stay warm. 12 different swatches of this one. Now this one, you can see like the little tabs hang off on the side. They're not as metallic, I think, as the adult version, but you can also tell that, oh, you know what? The zipper is painted on this one, but it actually is pretty bright and it pops. So I didn't even notice. We've got this long sleeve shirt here that we also saw in an adult version. So I love that there is the kids and adult version of something like this. So you can kind of have like, I don't know, the parents matching. And then we also have this like camp t-shirt with the different contrasting banding. And then there are some like graphic options. So like they get a t-shirt from camp. Okay, just for a moment, I'm gonna take off this top for a second so that we can look at just the pants. So we've got these like pull on pants. These look really good, actually. Really nice. The line on this makes this like, I don't know, drop kind of low. I almost wish the contrast and color hit like almost as if they were shorts and then the colors went further down. This is an interesting way to cut it up, but oh, I do like that the waistband is also a different color. These are cute little pants for kids. We have these shorts, which I think are supposed to be kind of like swim workout shorts. Everything is painted on in this case, so the zipper pulls and everything don't come off, but these still look really good. There's 12 different swatches of this item as well. I'm loving the lavender that's in this pack, like the lavender cast stuff. We've got these shorts, ooh, which you can sort of see here that the zipper is actually like a 3D object on this and hangs off of this. So this is really cute. 12 different swatches of this as well, where the zipper is kind of like a color to the base of the fabric. And then we have those same like athletic shorts available here as well. So you can do like a whole little camp moment with these shorts. There's 12 different swatches. Again, I love the opportunity for everyone to be matching possibly at camp, right? Like this is too cute. Okay, for accessories, I see the same bracelet here, the like friendship bracelet set. This comes in 12 different swatches like we've seen with the adult frames. And then we have the archery armband. So apparently that's unlocked at level 4 of the archery skill, but we're gonna go ahead and unlock it now so we can take a look. And again, you can choose whichever arm that you want to put it on. I don't know why you would want it on both. I don't think you would want it on both, but there are, again, the same 14 swatches that we saw with the adult frames, and then the matching little archery gloves that you can put on, I guess, either hand here. And again, this can match with your armband as well. So you can have a little set. And I'm just going through so you can see the smaller version of this. I love the like fabric texture that you can see here, and almost like I'm assuming it's like a leather texture. I really like that. As far as other accessories, we got these band-aids. So the band-aids are actually in the leggings category, which is an interesting place to put them. There are 8 different swatches of these, and you can see there's like one band-aid kind of going across this knee, and then another band-aid underneath here, and then another one on that leg as well. And again, there's 9 different swatches of these, and then there's some skin tone swatches. So we've got some skin tone and then some of the fun color swatches. Then we have the same socks that we did looking at the adult frames. These are the same colors as what we already saw. So we've got that option. For full body masculine, we have this, which I'm assuming is a swimsuit, right? There's 11 different swatches of this. I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to wear it as a swimsuit, but that's what I'm thinking that it is. Or like, I don't know, is this sleepwear or something? Like, what is this? It's cute though. This little cute little set, basically. I don't know why I assumed, I don't know if I saw a swim somewhere or if I just saw this and thought of, because I saw the waves, I'm like, oh, maybe this is a swimsuit. But maybe it's not. It looks like, I don't see why Sim couldn't just wear this any old place. So I might just be making that up. And if so, I apologize. And then for shoes, we have 2 new pairs of shoes for children tagged as masculine. If I get rid of masculine, yeah. So these are the 2 new shoes. I'm surprised that one of the other pairs of shoes wasn't also created for children. One of the other like workout shoes that we got for adults would have been great to have for kids. But I love that we have these like kid hiking boots and that we have these like kind of like meshy kind of shoes that I thought were for some reason swim related. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I like I said, I could be making that up. But these are also like really cute little shoes. Oh, there's some stitching on the back here. So love that we have that option for the youth. Okay, so looking at the hair, we have 6 different hairs for child Sims. We've got this one that we already saw with the headband, with the adult frames, and you can see that these are the different swatches for the kids and the way that the bandana changes colors. We've got this swoopy hairstyle tagged in masculine that we saw with the adult frame. So I like that they have these options that are just like kids and adults, right? I'm just clicking through a few of these because we've seen them already. We've got this one for kids, which I love that this one's for kids. A little twist pulled up into a half up, half down. All right, with a few front pieces. My poor name in the front. This is so distracting. Then we have the same one here with the shaved sides and then the hair pulled off to the side. And I'll just click on a few of the different hair colors so we can see that. And then we have the hair that if you turn your imaginary friend real, I guess you get this hair unlocked. And this one, I'll click on all of the different hair swatches just so you can see the different color changes. I think they're the same as what we saw with the adult frames, but it's good to see it again. So as far as the hats and the headwear, we've got the same hats and stuff for children as we did for adults. I'm going to click through that one more time because my name was kind of in the way. For accessories tagged as masculine, we got the same bandana, which I can't see in this outfit. So I'll just change it to something else that we can actually see it in. Perfect. And I'll get rid of the hat too. Okay, yeah. So we've got this like little bandana that you can see with this t-shirt. So I think that's really cute. So as far as the femme stuff for children, we have this new hairstyle here with the bang pieces and then the braid like we have in the adult version. And I'll just click on a few different hairstyles so you can get the gist. If my name would just move, please. Thank you so much. So yeah, you can get the gist of this hairstyle. Ooh, this hair color is actually really cute. Then, we have the creme de la creme of the hairstyles. This beaded hairstyle for the kids. Oh, wow. I just feel like I love this. Thank you so much, Sims team. I was just thinking, I made a video talking about the Afro textured hairs. And I think I even mentioned in that I wish we had something like this. And then I made a follow-up video talking about Afro textured CC. And I was like, man, I really wish we had some beaded hairstyles. So for all I knew, the entire time that I was talking about that, they were like, don't worry, vstreetlove, we already got it in the works. And I just didn't even know. Now, that being said, unfortunately, because of the way the colors work in this game when it comes to these pieces, unfortunately, you're going to get different colored beads every time you change the hair color. So that means that if you want the purple beads, but your sim has black hair, unfortunately, you cannot have that. So I still hope one day in the future, they make the color of the accessories and the colors of the hair independent of each other. Like, it would be nice if like you could change the hair color, but then you could have the swatches down here of the different accessories. Like that would be great, but we don't have that right now. Moving on, we've got this French twist style that we have seen on the adults. Okay, again, I'm gonna need my hair to back up. Thank you. We've got this longer hair with the braided pieces in the front that we've seen with the adults. So I'll just click on a few of the hair colors here so you get the gist. The French braid with the little pieces hanging off of it as well. Love this for us. A half up, half down hairstyle for the children. I love that it's also for the kids. And again, even if I got rid of the feminine tag and we just looked at the masculine tag or looked at everything, let me go back. Oh, that's so interesting. I can't get to it. Okay, well, for whatever reason, I can't get to that other hairstyle, which I hope that they fix that by the time that the game actually comes out. So yeah, either way, I feel like that would be cute on my feminine child Sims. And then again, you can see some of the different hair colors in this. And then you can see the short hairstyle and then like the little Pegasus hairstyle. Okay. Too funny. As far as CAS kid items that are tagged as feminine, we have this fluffy like jacket here. And I'll just change my Sims hair to the beats. This comes in 12 different swatches, the same swatches that I think are just kind of like across the board for everything that comes with this pack. And then for feminine tagged bottoms, which I'll just change into something that hopefully we can see the bottoms, we have this just skirt shirt situation. Now, for whatever reason, this kind of has like these little lines and stuff, almost as if like it's a mesh of something else. So hopefully that gets fixed before the final version is released. 12 different swatches of this like skirt situation. You can kind of see the little shorts kind of like peekaboo underneath on the side. We saw this in like the adult version. 12 different swatches here for the kids as well. Full body tagged as feminine. We've got a few more items to look at. We've got this like sweatshirt with what I'm assuming are overalls underneath. And there's, oh my gosh, 16 different swatches of this. Oh, there's different shapes on some of them. Oh my gosh, my name would move so I can see all the different swatches. This pattern. Oh, I love this. Oh, and the swirls. Oh my gosh, the patterns and stuff on this are so cute. And then there's the solid colored option in case you're boring. and that's fine. We also have this like jean romper, it looks like, or like a little denim romper. And there are 12 different swatches of this romper. Oh, I like the pink one as well. And then the black and the white. And then we have this dress, which we saw the adult version of this dress. And I love that the kids got this. This is actually really cute. And it comes in the 12 different swatches of this one as well. Okay, so for the feminine tag styled looks, we've got the happy camper, where I guess the back beads don't stick out in this hat, which is interesting. Just a few of the front beads. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I would have wanted to see them kind of sticking out in the back as well. Okay, also, if you hear any noise, that's just my cat. She's got the zoomies. But there's 5 different swatches of this. And then we've got the Jellyfish Splash outfit. And this comes in 5 different swatches as well. And the little color combos with little Birkenstocks. If I look at the masculine child style looks, we actually have one extra. So we've got the happy camper here. Same thing, the same different swatches. We've got cool and color block. This is actually kind of funny. I love the little matching hat with the whole little outfit and then the matching shoes. Again, I love this like color blocked matching situation. It's very cute. And then the jellyfish one as well. So the extra one is this like little sweatshirt, the little hoodie with the matching pants. So as far as toddlers go, feminine tagged, we've got the swoopy hair for toddlers. All right. And then we also have the beads for the toddler. Taking me out is so cute. I'm so glad that we actually have these in the game now. And then we have the swoopy hair, cute little swoopy hair. Now these are feminine tagged. I just am curious, if I go to the masculine tagged, does that other little hairstyle pop up? Oh no, but we do have this one that's tagged as masculine. So I'm entirely sure why the hairs aren't showing up when I get rid of the tag. Maybe if I have both. Yeah, you can see both. That doesn't beg the question though for this. I still can't get that other one to show up if I have masculine and feminine. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so we've got these, I guess, 4 different hairs that are for toddlers. It would have been nice to get the little twisties or whatever for toddlers as well, even if it wasn't half up, half down. Okay, so looking at feminine tagged tops for toddlers, we have this t-shirt with the little graphic on it. I wonder if they all have little graphics. These are so cute. Oh, but some of them are solid colored, and it looks like that they kind of match what you have for the adult version. Same for this long sleeve. I feel like we have like an adult equivalent, so the whole family can be matching. And this has 12 swatches, and then I didn't say this one has 12 swatches as well. So then we have this other little t-shirt with little rolled cuffs. There's 10 swatches on this, and it has like a little tie-dye kind of effect. So this is really, really cute. And then we have a little vest, a little puffer vest with the long sleeve ribbing. Oh my goodness, the cat. There's 12 different swatches of this one. with the same like little color palette. And then we have a tank top with a graphic on it. And there are 12 different swatches on this one. Oh, I like the little stripes. And then the ombre. Oh, and there's ombre as this one as well. Oh, this is so cute. Love this. For bottoms, we have these little pull-on pants with like, they're almost like cargo stretch pants. 13 different swatches on these, as well as the like white and black here. And then we have kind of like the athletic shorts. You can see that this is a little matching set even. And there's 12 different swatches on this. It's so cute. For full body, tagged as feminine, we've got this like puffer set. I thought it was a onesie at first, but then going back, you can see there's a little zipper and then there's the pants, but it's a little set. And there's 12 swatches on this. I love the little like bird beak on the top of the little hoodie. This is literally adorable. It's a little ducky. That's so cute. And yeah, oh, and then this is kind of like the plum bird colors. This is so cute. Okay, yeah, there's 12 different swatches of that. For shoes for toddlers, we have the same like not swim shoes that I keep thinking are swim shoes. Or maybe like shoes for like outdoor activities where you might get wet. Again, am I making that up? I could be making it up. There's 12 different swatches of this one though. Okay, so no new hair for infants. We did get a new full body look. Oh, these little overalls with the little sun graphics. So there's 13 different swatches of this. Oh, some of the and some of these little graphic changes. So maybe the more little outdoor motif. It looks like a little tent to me. And oh, the like pattern. Oh, like the little train pattern on this. Oh my gosh. And then like the little knee patches on this one. Too cute. I'm just kind of jumping back and forth between feminine and masculine. Make sure there's nothing that I'm missing. But yeah, I think this is the only new item that comes for infants. So quickly, I want to click through all the clothing CAS items, but I've switched up the body frames. So this is a feminine sim with a masculine body frame. And then I also made a masculine sim with a feminine body frame so we can look at everything. So just looking at all the different items on the Sims frames, I'm just going to click through everything. I noticed that the jumpsuits or anything that's kind of like a full body piece like that tend to do pretty well when you switch up the frames. This item, not as well, I would say. I always notice that something happens with like the A-lines where the skirt flares out and it looks a little bit odd, but everything else actually looks pretty good on this sim. Then looking at some of these items here, it looks like everything okay. It looks like everything is fitting okay. Some of the shirts kind of like do the bowing out thing that it likes to do with when you switch up the body frames, but otherwise everything looks pretty solid. Oh yeah, these leggings, my favorite always. And this little skirt thing is okay. The leggings look good. And like this, I feel like the skirt looks good in this one. And the shorts and then the bottoms. Yeah. So that looks good. And then again, the shoes always end up looking like a little bit bigger and wider at the toes when you switch up the frames. But these ones actually pretty good. The only one that looks a little bit larger is maybe these slides. But I think the slides just make your Sim's feet look larger in general. And then looking at this sim, I want to look at all of the items here as well. Like this one, you can tell there's something interesting happening like in this general region of the neck. But overall, everything is okay. I wish it wouldn't taper in so much at the waist for some of these items. Like here, I wish it would kind of stay like more boxy. And I can see there's some distortion happening here on these pants. Oh yeah, these pants do not like being switched. Oh, it's with this shirt specifically. So I'll try to report it and show the problem. So yeah, this is unfortunate. It's something to do with this top. I'll just get out of that. Let's go to my favorite top. Oh, although I don't like the way that the lines distort. Oh yeah, this is not right either. There's some body distorting happening in general with this piece. Okay, and then as far as full body, oh, this is also doing that same distortion there. But this looks fine. And this one also has some interesting distortion. So interesting, switching your masculine sim to a feminine frame, I'm seeing some weird distortion issues. But I think the shoes for the most part, look the way that they're supposed to look. So looking at the masculine items on a female sim that is also feminine framed, it looks like most of the items that are tagged as masculine are actually showing up pretty good on this sim. So at least the switching back and forth is okay. Now, there are several of these items that were also like tagged as feminine. So it seems like it was made with both frames in mind. Not a lot of things were tagged with just one or the other, but we did see at least a couple. Like, I feel like there might be a jacket or something that's missing in this situation. The tagging right now is a little bit weird, so I hope that gets a little updated before the full release. And then switching to the pants seem like they look pretty good. These shorts look pretty good. And yeah, everything else looks pretty good. I do see here I'm having the same issue with the shorts. I'm gonna see if that can be fixed, but then these ones look fine. And I know these ones specifically were only available for masculine sims, or these ones were not available on both, right? So yeah, those look good. And then the full body outfit from tagged as masculine point of view looks okay. And then this one does as well. Looking at the items that were tagged specifically as feminine on a masculine sim with a masculine frame, so far everything's looking pretty good. No super weird distortions or anything like that. The crop top, I can tell the shoulders are a little bit weird because it's like sticking to the sim's shoulders. But overall, it's not as bad as it could be. These are translating pretty well on sims that like, kind of like the feminine matches their frame. Kind of like when the gender and the sex of the sim match. It's when you kind of switch it up that there starts being different issues. But overall, the tops look good. The bottoms, I would say, also look pretty decent. I don't see any weird distorting or any puckering or anything like that. So the items I think are working okay. And then as far as full body, again, these are still pretty solid. This definitely is like stretched out really long, so I don't think this is a very flattering look on the sim, if in my opinion. And then also what's happening at the shoulders, I don't think this is the best item. Whereas like this translates well on both different frames, or like this one as well translates well on the different frames. And this dress even, this one though is just like very strangely proportioned. So this isn't the best item, but the rest of these are pretty good. I'm just gonna quickly click through what some of the things look like on an elder sim. And I kind of made the elder sim, I pushed up the weight slider to the fullest, just so we can see some of the items and how it might translate. Obviously, some of these look better and worse than others. You know, once you change to elder, the bust line on an elder changes, and then also adding like the full weight of an elder, it's kind of like pushing the distortion of some of these items to their limit. But you can see which items are like more successful and which items are a little bit less successful. And if I, some actual bottoms on my sim, you can see like, for example, these jeans, let me get rid of this. These jeans look really good. The pants seem to be a little bit more successful in general when it comes to like being on a larger sim, being on an elder sim. These are all looking a lot better. And then for the full body, the imaginary friend clothes actually look good. This is another one of those things where it's like, because the bust line drops on an elder and the sim is plus size, this unfortunately doesn't look that great on a larger plus size elder. But this item actually looks pretty decent when you like compare it. And then the imaginary friends. Again, you know what? This dress I think looks really good. Maybe if I bring the weight slider down, yeah, you can still see the distortions happening because this sim is an elder and their bust line changes. This actually looks really good on this sim. So it's interesting to see like what does and doesn't work and why. And then doing the same sort of thing with the masculine sim and the masculine clothing. Just clicking through here, the tops on this one actually look pretty good because you don't have to deal with like the lower bust line. So some of these things better in that regard. Oh my God, this is still, no matter what, most sims, this looks really good on. Yeah. Oh, the life vest is interesting because it feels like it changes no, I guess not. Maybe it's an optical illusion. I thought it was making the stomach smaller, but I guess it's just an optical illusion. So yeah, so that's what the tops look like. And then if I just kind of click through the bottoms, if I was about to say if my name could move, Again, the bottoms are the most successful of these things that we're seeing when you kind of start pushing around with the weight slider and the different age groups. And then again, the full body, this sim looks good. Okay, so we got a new trait and a couple new aspirations with this pack. First, we've got this competitive trait under the lifestyle category, and you can see that the sim is like sweating and like messing with the Rubik's Cube. It says competitive. Competitive Sims have to be the best at anything they put their sweaty focus on, especially games and physical activities. They're all about winning, so they take losing really personally. Depending on how they manage their competitive spirit, these Sims can either become an inspiration for Sim excellence or bask in the toxic of the abyss and become the ultimate sore loser. So again, this is the Sim messing with the Rubik's Cube and sweating. And this trait is also available for children. Then as far as a new adult aspiration, we've got under the nature category, Critter Hunter. This sim wants to explore the rich worlds of butterflies and fish to learn all they can about critters. And then the bonus trait is Collector, where they can find rare collectibles more often. For children, under the social category, we have the new aspiration of Cool Kid on the Block. This sim wants to be known as the coolest kid in the neighborhood. And again, this sim can also have the competitive trait. You can see the same little animation for kids. All right, so now that we've looked at everything in CAS, we're gonna take a look at everything in the Build By catalog. And also, yeah, I have a new outfit because this is a new day. Okay, so I have these two lots here with all of the Build By stuff. So we're gonna start with the Buy catalog and then we'll jump into the Build catalog on this lot. We're also in Newcrest. We're not in Gibbi Point because I didn't want to ruin any of the lots because I want to do kind of like a lot tour after this. So let's start with the bed. So it looks like we've got 3 different single beds. We've got this Likey's Lumber Twice Cut single bed. It's 265 simoleons. Comes in, I think, 12 different swatches. And a lot of these different beds come in all the same, like different bed sheets and stuff like that. This is the Lead and Velvet's Pipe Dream Frame single bed for 500 simoleons. So it's a little bit more expensive than this one. And then this one here is a loft bed. This is the Lead and Velvet Pipe Dream Frame Bunk Bed, and it's 320 simoleons. So it's interesting that this one is the least expensive. And here you can look at the bed post is like a wooden bed post. We have kind of like the quilt pattern here and then like 2 pillows. And it comes in all of these different swatches where some of the posts are like more of the wood neutral tones and some of them are black and then we've got white. Here, this Lead and Velvet Pipe Dream situation, we have like metal frame beds all in different frame colors, as well as like one single pillow here and still with the quilted kind of plaid pattern for the bed sheets, and then the matching loft bed. Now, the only critique I have about this loft bed here is that it's actually 6 tiles of space, where normally the loft beds that we get are 3 tiles of space. I hope that they fix that at some point because basically it just kind of makes it more difficult to place if you don't have move objects on. I don't know why the footprint on this one is like basically twice as large as these. So like I said, I hope that they fix that. Moving on to the double bed options, we have the Likey's Lumber Twice Cut double bed. And this is 535 simoleons. Same thing with the wooden post. We've got the 2 pillows on each side, and it comes in all of these different color swatches for the sheets, same as what we have for the single bed. Now, you'll notice I did not say anything about there being a toddler bed. I have noticed that if the Sims team is going to give us a toddler bed, we don't get a single bed. And if we get a single bed, we don't seem to get a toddler bed. So I find that kind of interesting. We've got the Lead and Velvet Pipe Dream Frame double bed. This is 320 simoleons. It's actually, is that the same price as this? Oh, it's the same price as the loft bed. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, so same thing. It comes in all of the same frames that the single bed comes in. We've got green, blues, red, and then the neutral color options as well as some of these brighter color options. Moving on to some seating, we've got a new like 3-seater couch that kind of looks like worn leather. It's called the Woodland Lodge Sofa, and it's 100 simoleons. Ooh, almost stumbled over my words there. Yeah, so we've got like more standard leather colors as well as some of the more colorful ones. And then we've got our neutrals here. It's all kind of like a platform. It kind of, it looks like something that you would build yourself, kind of is what this looks like. We've got a 2-seater. This is the Wanderwood Love Seat, and it's 400 simoleons. Now, this is interesting too. It has a worn look. It's got this metal ring on the sides, I guess, as like a design detail. And then the back of it is also kind of worn. You can see kind of like the wood kind of chipped away. And then it comes in several patterns that kind of match the bed sheets, as well as a few solid colors, including kind of like a white gray and a neutral black. Matching to those 2-seaters, we've got this ottoman. This is the Wanderwood ottoman for 100 simoleons. Oh, okay. It comes in literally the same wood tone finishes as well as the same patterns as the 2-seater couch. Although for whatever reason, I'm noticing, oh, you know what? I was like, I'm noticing distortion, but actually it's not accidental. This is supposed to look kind of like worn in that it's like been sat on a lot over time. So that's kind of cute. And then there's obviously some like chopped logs that are stored inside of it. I think that's what that's supposed to be. Y'all are gonna have to tell me if y'all been to camp, because if this is a normal camp thing, I wouldn't know. So yeah, so that's all of those seating options. So then moving on, we've got some new bar stools and dining chairs as well. So looking at the bar stools, the Wanderwood bar stool is 100 simoleons. And again, it comes in the same wood tone finishes that we've seen everything else in, has that same worn effect. And then also it has the same patterns. I do like that everything looks like it comes in matching patterns. If you wanted the whole place to match, you could do that. But then also if you wanted to mix and match patterns, it seems like you'd be able to do that as well. Obviously the wood tone finishes are different, typical. But if you don't want everything to be so matchy-matchy, you can at least kind of have them coordinate, right? We've got the Woodland Lodge dining chair for 100 simoleons each, matching, I guess, this Woodland Lodge's 3-seater. Yeah, Woodland Lodge, excuse me, 3-seater. So there's these single dining chairs. There's 12 different swatches of this. Most of the items that I found in these categories come in 12 different swatches. So we have the kind of like deeper colors that are like more of the deeper fashion colors, and then the neutral like brown, gray, black sort of thing. Okay, so then we have another dining chair. We have the Wanderwood dining chair, and this is 100 simoleons. This comes in 12 different swatches. I'll try to move this back a little bit so it's easier to see, because I've got a lot of stuff everywhere and it's probably gonna like clip. But yeah, so these are the dining chairs, like an alternative version, same effect where it's like been worn over time. You can imagine this being used at like a campsite or something that has been around for a while. And so they've just had these for a long time. We also have a single armchair version of that 2-seater. So this is the Wanderwood armchair, and it's 200 simoleons. It comes in the 12 swatches. It comes in the same kind of like wood finish, the worn wood finish. And then it also has the same like metal ring detail on the side that the 2-seater had, as well as these same patterns that we've seen on the beds and on the other sofas and the chairs and whatnot. We have a single chair, the Woodland Lodge armchair, that is kind of coordinating with the 3-seater couch. This is 200 simoleons, and it has this like cool like throw blanket thing over it, which I like a lot. And same thing, it's like worn. The wood itself isn't as worn like as the other things in this pack, right? But it has that like, I don't know, built, like I just kind of built this vibe to be here in my little lodge or something. Ooh, I like the little leafy pattern. I'm not wearing my leafy earrings anymore, but yeah, it matches. It matches the other thing that we saw in the pattern in the CAS. Oh, and this one too. Yeah. Oh, and the red one. I didn't realize the red one. I saw the green one first. Yeah, I like this item. I like this sort of thing. I wish we could get something like this almost like separate that we can throw on any couch or any chair, you know, or it locks to some couches and some chairs. It'd be nice to get like a throw blanket like that, just to make things feel like more warm and cozy. All right, so then we have another dining chair. We have the butterfly folding chair, 100 simoleons each. It comes in 12 different colors. This is the sort of thing that I've seen on the lots being used like outside around the campfire object that we get in this pack. But yeah, it comes in the 12 swatches. I think I already said that, but I don't remember. Including the different patterns. It's like different stripe pattern, and then we have some solids, and then we have the pattern in the white and the black. And then coordinating with this, we also have the butterfly backless folding chair. And it's in the living chairs category, which I'm not sure if it's supposed to be, but it's 200 simoleons, which is more expensive than the folding chair. So that's interesting. I'm not sure why that is, but anyway, these patterns and the wood finishes match the folding chair version. So you can use either the one with the back or the one without the back. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the Curious Camper's wooden dresser. This is 975 simoleons and it comes in 12 different swatches. Now the swatches, all of these are like worn and they look kind of like old and used, and they're covered in stickers. And depending on the swatch color, you have a slightly different placement of the stickers. Like this one has the little stickers at the top right, and then on these front two drawers here, whereas this one has stickers on the top left, and then the front two drawers kind of like diagonally. So I like that. I like when we have that kind of variation and we have more items that look like they've been used. We also have some stickers on the side here on this swatch. But not on this side. And you can see that it's like worn. We have a picnic table, the Curious Camper's picnic table, and it comes in 12 different swatches. I love that it's like covered in handprints. Like this is something that maybe the kids would have done as a project. But then we also have solid color options as well, including the black and then the blues and then the greens. The white one actually is not solid colored. It does have handprints on it, which I do find interesting. Also love that the trans pride flag nod. But yeah, I like this table. I like that we're getting another little picnic table, kind of like a place where you can do maybe the new paper crafting that comes in this pack. So I think that this one, I like this picnic table. I also like anything that kind of looks like, I don't know, multiple Sims were together doing different things. Also, this is like my favorite color blue, this like electric blue color. I love that we have that as well. Okay, so next let's talk about this like cubby situation. So this is the Woodland Lodge cubbies, and it's only 100 simoleons, which is kind of crazy. It comes in 12 different wood swatches, as you can see. I'll just kind of like zoom in on this one, where you can see that we have some slots open for decor, and then it looks like we've got some like hooks for where someone might leave their stuff, as well as like other little things for storage and for activities. So just kind of like looking at what we can place on here, like I can place this like plant item. It doesn't seem like it wants to go in that spot, so maybe this little plant item's too big. Let me try to find something else. Okay, yeah, like this item that we get in this pack can go up here. It just kind of depends. I never really understand how the slotting and stuff works with some of these things in this game. Like what about this pencil holder? Yeah, the pencil holder goes in there, but it's like, why would you put that in there, right? Oh, the cookies go in there. Okay, all right. But yeah, there's like, it looks like this little archery award thing, a little picture frame in here, and then like a backpacks with some shoes. And then depending on the swatch, all of the storage items change. Yeah, I don't have like the best way of showing you all the different colors of this, but I'll just do a quick little pass so you can see like the shoes changing. Oh, and these are the same shoes that we get in CAS, which I do like that those details connect. It would have been nice to get this little backpack separately as a separate little item, but every time we get something like this, I always kind of wish we got all of the little individual items separately that I could place. Like it would be nice if I could take the shoes and kind of like place them as little decor items. Okay, next we have this Woodland Lodge tabletop game shelves. And this is 150 simoleons. And this is actually a wall item that has like little hooks on it. It's kind of hard to see. This comes in 12 different swatches. So there's the wood swatches that kind of match the cubbies that we just saw. And then on it, it's just decoration that's supposed to be games and stuff. I am curious. I don't think there's any gameplay. No, there's not. That's why I have Sims, just in case I want to see something and test it with the gameplay. But yeah, this is a cute little item just for, you know, decor. That's exactly what it is. Now it said it's shelves, but it's interesting because there's no space for me to put my own stuff on this. So it's literally just if you want to have shelves that are already pre-filled to like look like there's games and stuff, you can do that. But it's not like there's, you know, an empty slot for me to slot something in. We got a new desk in this pack, the Curious Camper's folding desk, and it's 350 simoleons. It's a 2-wide desk, comes in 12 different swatches and the same color swatches that we've seen like in the dresser already. Obviously I like the pink, but we also get it in the different wood tones and then white and black. I like getting all of the different color options. It has a worn effect to it. There's also, this side is like folded down. That's why they're calling it like the folding desk. But again, this is the kind of thing that if I wanted to put a computer on here, right? Like that's what it would look like. And then if I use one of the new chairs, or I guess not a new chair, I'll just use any chair. Yeah, like this is how I guess they're anticipating that we use this. Or we put like the little papercraft item that I haven't looked at yet, but it's coming. Okay, so then we also have an old enamel table. So this one's $500. Actually, did I say how much this was? Yeah, I did. $350, just in case I didn't. Okay, so this old enamel table is 500 simoleons. Again, comes in the same 12 swatches that we have seen other things come in. There's chipping that's happening on this table. A little, I don't know, worn, a little dirty. You see the wood is also, the paint of the wood is chipping away. We also got a new large dining table. So this is the Woodland Lodge Basics dining table. It's 500 simoleons. It's 3 tiles wide. So we've got basically an extra large dining table. And I think this is the kind of thing that, you know, if you're building something for people to all be gathered at, like a different type of getaway, a camp kind of getaway, there's a new place for them all to dine out on. And you can see like there's like knots in the wood. You can see that this has kind of like been built and like locked in together. If I use this dining chair, you can see that there are swatches that match the actual table itself if you want them to be like actually coordinating and matching together, right? Like this goes with this because they are the exact same tone. So that's really, the one that matches is the Wanderwood dining chair. Yeah, because this is the Woodland Lodge Basics. So that goes with it, but then also that means that these go with it too. So this is the one I think, yeah, this is the one that actually coordinates with it. My bad. So this is what's supposed to match to the table itself, but then you can also see that because of the other stuff coordinates, you can use either of these chairs to go with this larger dining table and it should match, which you would expect because it comes in the same pack. But you know, it's nice to have it confirmed. Okay, so then this is the Woodland Lodge Basics hall table. This is 115 simoleons. This has the same kind of like ring design, metal ring design motif. Comes in the neutral version of the wood tones from this pack. And then it looks like we've got some spots down here that we might be able to put stuff. Let's see. This stuff goes on top here. Okay, that's great. I'm not sure if anything is actually fitting at the bottom though. I have move objects on and it doesn't seem like anything wants to snap to the bottom. So I don't know if it's supposed to have anything. It looks like there should be space at the bottom, but it doesn't seem like that's actually possible. Okay. We move on to this little Curious Camper's chest. And this is 150 simoleons. It is in the accent tables category, which does make me think that this doesn't actually have storage. But let me check. Yeah, no, it's an accent table. So I'm clicking on this, nothing's happening. But this comes in 12 different swatches. It has the same sort of sticker motif that's on the dressers. I can see some little handles here on the side. And then you can see the hinges on the back, the little metal details on the corners. And all of these have a little, I don't know, stamp or something on them. But then there's a few swatches that are just completely solid. And so, yeah, so I'm assuming like the edge of this is maybe like a sort of like a leather, but then this is supposed to be like a painted wood and worn stickers all on the side. This is super cute. I actually really like this. I'm kind of sad that it's an accent table and not like a storage thing that's also an accent table. But either way, this is a cute little item to have. Okay, so then we move on to this Curious Camper's folding table. This is also in the accent table category. This is 150 simoleons, same price as the chest. And again, we have our like worn painted options as well as just the regular neutral colored options. And it's like a TV stand to me, a TV folding tray is what it reminds me of. And it has like the handles on the side and then like, you know, the cross fold. So it would normally fold down. It is a little accent table, so I can put little things on here, you know, little clutter pieces, but it's not like a dining table, I don't think, where people would like sit down and eat. Yeah, so like, I don't know, I could kind of decorate it as if that's what would be happening, but it's an accent table. Okay, Okay, so we got this new item, which I'm actually really excited about. This is the Grub to Go appliance cart, and it's 195 simoleons. It's in the accent table category, but it actually can hold your small appliances. So it comes in 12 different swatches, including some like handles, if you will, like what you might push it around because it's on caster wheels that come in different finishes. So we've got some gold, silver, and black finishes basically. And like you can, if you go into the kitchen appliances category, you can see that you can put like your coffee pot on here, the new blender, your microwave, and anything in this little category can basically go on top of here basically, which is cool. We've got this Woodland Lodge Basics coffee table. This is a 2-wide coffee table for 200 simoleons. And this has the same wood finishes as the larger dining table and stuff that we've already seen. Several different of the neutral wood colors, including like a navy, black, and then we have the lightest one too, kind of like the white in this case. Oh, I missed these shelves earlier, the Woodland Lodge shelves. So these shelves are 150 simoleons each. And there's 12 different swatches of these. You can see the items on here. We've got like a little lantern, some sort of tins, and then some books. And they change colors depending on what wood finish you decide to use. And let me see what kind of stuff I can put on here. So if I go to decorations, you know, I'm gonna grab some tissues. I can see that there's some slots on like the bottom shelf and then like a slot of where we can put stuff on the top shelf too. So yeah, so they are shelves with like some camping related stuff on them. Moving on, we do have a new in-ground hot tub, which we've never had before in this game. This comes in 13 different swatches, mostly white, blue, brown, and black. But then like the little corner cushions are different colors, as well as this one has like tiling, whereas these have other like patterns and stuff inside. Now, I have this hot tub on the second floor of this little random building that I made. If you go down to the first floor and you look with the walls up, you can see the hot tub. All right, so it does go through the floor. I don't think it will bother your Sims. I'm not entirely sure on that though, so that's going to require testing on your part, but I do find it kind of hilarious that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be able to place the hot tub and it'll be on the second floor and no one will be the wiser. But you can see this. And I do have the walls on the tallest wall height. So yeah, so these are all of the different swatches for the hot tub and what it looks like. Some of these have kind of like a marbling kind of finish. Some of these have more of a solid finish. And like I said, we have one tile finish as well. Ooh, some of these are like stone. So yeah, and you see how it's like flush to the floor. So that's also exciting. I'll get someone up here to test this really quickly. So you can see here, my Sim is in the hot tub chilling. They can woohoo, they can do the move here, they can skinny dip. You can set the color just like you can with any other hot tub. But instead of it being on top of the ground, it's actually in the ground. So that is fun. Also, she thinks it's poorly decorated in here. Like, girl, I need you to get a grip. All right, moving on. We got a new bathroom set in this pack. So we've got the Woodland Lodge sink. This is 150 simoleons and it comes in 12 different finishes. It's the nicer wood finish as opposed to the worn wood finish. And you also see it has like some towels and a basket. The towels change color depending on which swatch that you have. So I can see like back here, this regular brown wood has purple towels. But then this one back here has red towels. So that's something that you'll be mindful of when you're decorating with this. It's not like all the towels are just like white and black. This one, this grayish one kind of has blue towels. So, you know, sometimes we need to be able to just choose the different colors of those things separately. But that's not the way the game works right now. So, you know, I'll stop talking about it, I guess. Obviously, we can place little items. There's a couple little slots right here on the side if you want to put some soap and some toothbrushes. And that's without, well, I have move objects on. Let me take that off. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to double check. So yeah, with move objects off, you know, we have 2 slots there for little items. We've got this shower, which is the cabin shower. 350 simoleons, just slightly cheaper than the postmodern shower. And it comes in 9 different swatches of various like different wood tones. Inside, you can see there's like a small washcloth and there's basically like little stones and a little mat on the center here. And then kind of like the fluted plastic. I don't know if that's the right word for that, but there's just kind of like plastic sheeting on the outside, which is kind of fun. I think this is one of those showers that you can use outside and they won't ask for privacy, but I'm not sure about that. Let me see. Okay, so I have my Sims just kind of like out here. No, okay, no. They do want privacy, so they're telling them to shoo. So this is just a regular shower. It just looks really open. And yeah, that's a little odd. I would not want to have to use that shower if I was at camp or something. We also got a new tub and 12 new swatches. This honestly looks pretty nice in my opinion. It's kind of like a clawfoot tub with a little like wrap around it. So this is the Woodland Lodge bath for 450 simoleons. Oh, also, I don't think I said, but the hot tub is 3,000 simoleons, which is the same as the hot tub that we got with the free update a while back. So, you know, I think that's about typical. But the bathtub, anyway, this is 450 simoleons. It has the little metal ring detail and like this like wrap around detail. And I think it's supposed to be like a metal, like a brushed metal effect. We have 12 different swatches of this. It looks like we have different metal finishes, white, black, and then like a kind of green and a kind of blue. And I'm wondering if I can put anything on the edge. It doesn't seem like I can. Something at the edge here. Like I know in other packs we have little soaps and stuff, but it doesn't seem like there's any slots, which, I mean, that makes sense because the way that the lip of this tub looks, it doesn't really look like you could place something on here. Okay, so looking at activities, we've got the new paper craft item. This is the DIY Delight Paper Crafting Kit, 20 simoleons. It comes in 5 different swatches where you can see like the scissors change color. It looks like we've got some like little glue and glue sticks, a ruler, a little pencil case. So this is a cute little item. And your Sims can make all kinds of different stuff on this. Let me get my Sim up here to teleport. So as you can see here with this item, you can craft origami, you can craft paper mache, you can start different challenges of formative moments if you have child Sims, and then you can also put it in your inventory. And then clicking through, you can click different items that you can craft on here. And I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, this is like a 5-level skill, the paper crafting. But it's really cute. So they get on here, they acquire the paper crafting skill and the motor skill at the same time. So they should be able to get both skills while they're building these. And so my child Sim is getting the motor skill and the paper craft skill and the creativity skill. There's a lot going on. Oh my gosh, and I can see she has bad competitive spirit. That's so funny. But yeah, as you can see here, it's taking her a little bit to like craft her little item. Okay, she's doing a lot. And then boom, when she's done, I end up with the little paper craft in the inventory. And then it says that the craft is complete. So you can see here, the little paper craft. Now I didn't get these crafts out of the debug, so that'll be just a fun little surprise for you when you start playing with this pack, if you decide that you're gonna play with the pack. And then when I click on it, there's different things I can do. I can gift it, I can just look at it, I can name it, put it back in my inventory. So yeah, it's cute. Another activity that we have is this, it's called the Flutterarium Caterpillar Incubator. And it is 15 simoleons. It comes in 10 different colors. So this item is really cool because you can raise caterpillars and get butterflies. Now, in order to do this, you can start raising them, but specific ones, if you want to raise specific butterflies, you need a certain level of the entomology skill. But you can get started with unknown types. Like if you don't know what type you're going to get, you can click unknown. And then once your Sim comes over to it, she's coming over to the red one. So she's acquired the entomology skill. And then inside, you see there's a huge caterpillar already starting to like do its little thing. And then you can feed the caterpillar too. I love that this skill exists and that we can like raise little butterflies and stuff. And once you do, there's like a little cooldown. You can view the caterpillar. And as she's viewing the caterpillar, she's getting more entomology skill. And yeah, it takes like, I don't know, maybe a day or so. I can't remember. It takes like a day or so for them to like grow. They'll get into a cocoon. And then maybe a day or so later, you end up with a butterfly. So it's really cool. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is this new gaming console that we have. This is the Nostalgic Entertainment System. And this is 300 simoleons. It comes in 3 different swatches. This kind of like black and neutral kind of taupey color with like a wood grain side panel. And then when you look at the other side, there's like a little old school logo on it. And then we also have this version that's kind of like the more colorful version of the old school gaming console. I'm gonna grab a little TV so that we can look at it. It's telling me that the system is disconnected. So I think I have too many of these right here because of move objects. Let me see if I can just bring these together. Okay, now it's working. I don't know what that was. I think it wasn't actually, if you look at the console, if you just place it, I guess it's not linked, but I don't know. When I do like this, it seems like it is linked. Like you saw that the TV kind of highlighted. Anyway, so I can come over here now. I can play a multiplayer game. Let me play. Oh, okay. So there's two options. There's Tantrum and there's Void Critters. So let's play Void Critters with Mom. And you can see the little controller that my sim is using. And then you see the nostalgic game that she's playing. I was on 2-speed. So you can see the little pop-up of what's coming over here. That's really cute. It's kind of like a Pokemon style thing. And so then if I get her to stop playing, okay, I don't know. They're supposed to be playing together, but she's over here messing with the Rubik's Cube. Typical. Let's play the Tantrum game with Mom. So now, oh look, it's all the little iconic little characters. Oh, that's adorable. I haven't seen this in action for real. I guess I had seen it in action, but I hadn't really paid attention to what was happening. So I'm glad that I'm testing this out. And then, yeah, you can see the little controller. She is kind of standing right in front of her daughter the way that I have all this stuff set up. So it's not like the best way. I feel like Mom is kind of cheating because how can she even see what's going on? But yeah, this is just so cute. But there's only 2 games. I was wondering if there would be more games or if you have other console systems, if you'd be able to play more games. But I guess there's no base game system. I guess that's the whole thing. All right, well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you have other packs and there's other games, maybe, but I doubt it, right? Because this is supposed to be the old school console system. Anywho, moving on, we do have a new campfire object. This is called the Campfire of Clarity for 480 simoleons. The Campfire of Clarity comes in 5 different swatches where the stones change color. So you have some neutral gray stones and then brown and then like black as well. And they can do all the campfire-y things that you normally can do. They can hang out around the campfire, basically. There's also the opportunity to add a little cooking surface. And so in order to do that, I can light this really quickly. Hopefully it doesn't start a fire. I will maybe not light. Oh, okay. And I'm lighting it. Okay, well, it should be fine. Okay, so we can add a cooking surface to this. Now, we might be able to do this with other campfires, and I just didn't know. But, you know, just in case. Once you add a cooking surface, you can cook different things. The campfire chili. You can make a frog hot pot. You can also make getaway galouche or getaway goulash. And then the only thing I will say about this is that it's kind of like children can't remove the cooking surface. And the only reason why that's important is because they can't roast or extinguish the fire if there is a cooking surface on this. So that's my only thing about the little cooking surface thing. I'm not sure how I really feel about that, but adults can remove, or teens as well, can remove the cooking surface, and then we can extinguish the fire, and like, yeah, that's the little campfire object. But this is cool. This is a nice little addition considering like the getaways and the camps and stuff like that. We also obviously have a whole new imaginary friend system coming with this pack. So these are the 4 new imaginary friend dolls. We've got, starting from the front here, the Wild Child Imagine Me doll, Crafty Kid Imagine Me doll, the Pretty Pegacorn Imagine Me doll, and the Little Monster Imagine Me doll. And they're each 500 simoleons, which is kind of expensive. I will insert here a picture of what all the different imaginary friends look like when they come to life. But just so you can see here, with adults, all they can do is kind of like put the doll in their inventory. But children can do all kinds of different things. They can choose the personality for the doll. So the doll can either be competitive, creative, evil, or a goofball. And each doll has its own default personality. So as you can see, this doll, the Wild Child, defaults to competitive. This doll defaults to creative. This one, everyone thought that this one was the one that like was the creative one, but no, this one's the evil one. And I love that. And then this one is the goofball. And then, yes, basically what you want to do is, it says in order to call upon the magic of the Imagine Me doll and create an imaginary friend, Ashley would need to do at least one of the following. Befriend this Imagine Me doll, achieve level 3 in the creativity skill, or currently be experiencing severe loneliness from lack of a social need. So you just need to do one of those things. I think when I had originally tested this, I thought you needed to do all of these things, but no, you only have to do one. And then obviously because they're a little doll, you can just play with the doll. But yeah, so yeah, my sim is just kind of like playing with this little Imagine Me doll. And then if I want to cheat her creativity, so the cheat in this case is going to be stats set underscore skill underscore level space child underscore creativity, and I'm going to set it to 3 in order to make the imaginary friend come to life. So I'm going to click on the little doll. Oh, and then you can also drag it and live drag because the doll can kind of come with you places. So now I can turn this doll into an imaginary friend. This will create an imaginary friend based on this doll. The friend will have this doll's name and personality. A child may only have one imaginary friend at a time. Doing this will set the child as the owner of this doll. So instead of wild child, let's call him Sir. So, sir, let's bring you to life. And then they want to make sure, are you sure you want to do this? There's no coming back. All right. And I'm going to say yes. And then she just thinks really hard. She's like, ooh, I want an imaginary friend so bad. Ooh, sir. And boom. Hey, sir, what's up? Let's monkey around. Okay, so the thing about the imaginary friends is that when you are playing as your child sim with an imaginary friend sim, the doll is no longer here because we don't need the doll. The doll has become our own little friend. Oh, hey, sir. Little cutie, little wild child. Okay. And we've already seen these outfits in CAS. So we already know that these exist. I don't even know if I looked at the child version of these outfits. I don't remember. But when I switch to the adult, as you can see here, we can see the doll. We cannot see the imaginary friend. So I'm gonna bring my sim over here just so we can see some of the like little moodlets and effects. But I'm switching back to my child sim and we can talk and quote cartoon characters and do all the different things. But we're hanging out, we're talking. But as you can see, my sim is having a reaction. It says, who is that kid talking to? From seeing child talk to self. Georgia is creeped out from seeing a child talk to themselves. They were talking to themselves, right? Right? Which, again, is so funny. But yeah, so literally my child sim, you can even see the plus relationship over nothing, which is so funny. But yeah, my child sim has a little imaginary friend and she's insisting on doing her homework, which I'm like, girl, why are you trying to do that? All right, let's continue. So some of the other things that we've gotten, continuing with activities, is we got a new free weight system. This is the Power Stack free weights, and they are 275 simoleons. It comes in 8 different swatches, mostly like black and silver, and then a couple of like, I don't know, like pops of color for the gym. I'm gonna teleport here with my adult sim. And then as you can see here, if you click on the free weights, you can teach classes, you can do arm curls, you can lift weights with other sims, and then you can hire an instructor. So I'm just gonna have my sim do some free weights. She changed into her workout wear, which I did not actually pay attention to. So she does look a little wild, but she's doing her little free weights. And then as you can see, when the free weights item is in use, some of the little weights end up missing. So there's kind of like a variation where they're missing when they're in use. And while we're talking about workout stuff, I'm gonna jump over to the new spin cycle kind of like stationary bike item. This is the Glute Force spinning bike. It comes in 10 different swatches. Again, white and black plus some like gym pops of color. But then there's also a variation that is the Glute Force instructors spinning bike. So it has a way larger footprint, so you can put some like spinning bikes in this area, kind of like the instructor's yoga mat if you have spa day, so that sims will come in and they'll work out in like a little class basically. And I'm gonna have my sim come over here. Actually, let me bring in another sim because it doesn't seem like she actually likes working out. So here you can see, you can just click on this and do workout or intense workout. I'm gonna have my sim come over here and work out really quickly. Again, changing into his workout wear, which I clearly did not double check because I did not think about the fact that I was gonna be having these sims do stuff. So anyway, so he's working out on this and you can see that the the little pedals and this thing moved, but he's not that great, and so it's moving very slowly. I do like that the animation actually lines up with how he's pedaling. So yeah, and it's glitching a little bit, but it could be because I have them so close together. So I'm not gonna actually hold that against, the Sims team or anything like that. Anyway, so then the other item we have is the Bullseye Archery Target, which is $315. It comes in 4 different swatches. This can be used by adults and children alike. So I'm gonna have my adult sim come over here and my child sim come over here. Now she does have a formative moment. Formative moments are new little mini challenges for child sims, so then they get other little special traits and stuff if you complete them. I'm not gonna go into that a whole bunch right now, but you can see here, both of my sims are practicing archery. So my adult sim is getting archery skill immediately, but my child sim is getting motor and archery skill. I think right now, the way that it's working, there's kind of like a bug in this version of the game that they are planning on fixing before the game releases, but she should be getting motor and archery skill. And like I said, my adult sim is also getting archery skill. Now you can also watch sims do their archery. So I might have my sim stop to watch. Oh, okay. You can also just walk through this, which seems like you should have to walk around. You should not be able to walk straight through, which I think is kind of messed up. But yeah, my sim can come over here and watch. Oh no, my imaginary friend's coming. What's happening? Sir, what's going on? Oh, because they're both competitive. Okay, anyway, just wanted to show that off. So the next thing I want to show off is that we got a new bar and a new bar back. And as you can see here, this came in 12 different swatches. They didn't all fit in this little section. So I have some of them here. But this is definitely like for the outdoor space, and it's kind of like old and worn and just kind of like all kinds of just kind of like dated and outdoorsy looking, basically. And with a matching bar back. So this is the rooftop bar back. It's 105 simoleons, along with the rooftop bar, which is 800 simoleons. Also, the description even says this old rickety bar is not the type of fancy little thing that you'd find in an actual rooftop bar, but you know what it does look like? It looks like someone took a bunch of roofing material and made a bar. And you might be thinking, well, did they? I have absolutely no idea. Again, the Sims team has a lot of fun putting these things together. But you can see there's some bottles on the little shelves, as well as like a little storage container. And then you can use the matching bar stools if you'd like, that come with this pack that we already looked at. The Wanderwood bar stools, because there's probably a coordinating swatch. Like this gray coordinates with that gray. And then this kind of like navy-ish color, and then like this white, right? So these go together. And I just feel like it wouldn't be The Sims if we didn't get a new bar and bar back. I don't know why we always get bars and bar backs. Can someone explain that to me? Are you guys using these items all the time? Because I feel like I am not, but they come in every new pack. All right, next we have the Paddler's Pride Kayak. This kayak item is 525 simoleons. It comes in 6 different color swatches, and it can be used by child sims and older. So at this point, I'll go to the basement because I'm like, I did put a kayak in the pool so we can see how it worked. So this is the kayak. Actually, I'll make it a different color so it's easier to see against this. So when you click on the kayak, the Paddler's Pride Kayak, you can sit in it. You can customize the stickers. You can set it as the favorite water vehicle, rename it, put it in your inventory, and then paddle around. So I'll customize the stickers. You can see we've got Void Critters, Precious Gems, Glow in the Dark Jellyfish, Camper's Delight, and Butterfly and Plumbird Paradise. So I will go through each one. This is the Butterfly and Plumbird Paradise. This is the Void Critter Friends. And then it ends up getting a little face on it, which is kind of cute. Camper's Delight with just general camp stickers. Precious Gems with like the crystals and stuff that you can pan for in the new world. And then Glow in the Dark Jellyfish, which I'm sure if I turn off the light, you can see that there's like a subtle little glow here. So it's cute. And then just so you can see, these are all the stickers like on the kayaks when it's not in the water. The jellyfish one, the camper one. This one's the Void Critter and Friends one with a little face here at the front. The stickers of the little crystal gems, and then the Plumbird one with the butterflies on it. And then this one doesn't have stickers at all. So those are the different ways that you can customize the kayak. Okay, so I think she's supposed to be able to paddle around in the pool, but in this version, there is a bug that they are planning on fixing upon release. So she's supposed to be able to paddle around, and as you can see, she can actually sit in it. So it should be good. And yeah, they just hop in. Now, the other thing I'll show you while we are down here are the other items that we got that are pool related. So we have a new water slide item, the Bamco Wild Waves water slide. Ooh, I had to make sure I slowly said it in case I was tripping over my words. Okay, so this is 1,500 simoleons, which is actually kind of expensive. And there is a wide footprint for this item, as you can see here. It comes in 12 different swatches that I have all around the pool. So we have some fun, colorful swatches as well as neutral swatches. You can see like it has some like some treading kind of like strips on each of the steps. And then there are these little details on the side. And then there's this animation of water going down the slide once you place it from build by that you can see in live mode. So you can see here that there's all these different colors, some brighter colors and some more muted colors as well. And then obviously we also get white and black. So I'm gonna jump back into live mode here just so we can see what this plays like. Okay, so he wanted to jump in here to, I guess, talk. He wants to chat with his granddaughter. I need y'all to be serious. We have a fun little water slide we can play with. So let's come over here and let's slide down the water slide. As an adult, I guess you can also admire the water slide. I don't know if that's one of his traits though. Is it because he's, yeah, actually, I don't know. Anyway, you see my child sim gets to the top here and she goes, wee, and slides down. So I think that's really cute. Okay, so then on this side, we got some new diving boards, y'all. Some actual just normal looking diving boards and not the weird little diving platforms that we have with Get Together. So we'll start with this one. This one's kind of like all tall and rickety looking. I would not trust this with my life. But I like having this as an option. And you can see like the platform itself is like dirty. This is the Tall and Woodsy diving board. 400 simoleons. It comes in 5 different swatches with some different wood at the bottom, as well as the different color diving board itself. Then we have like a shorter version. This is the Short and Woodsy diving board. This one is 300 simoleons and it comes in those same 5 swatches where you have the diving board color and then it just looks old and worn and like it's been stepped on over and over again. It's kind of gross. Then we have a nicer version. So then we have the short version of the nicer version, the Quintessential Diving Board Short Edition for 350 simoleons, and it comes in 7 different swatches that you can see here. No solid black, just kind of like this kind of like darker gray. But a few different blues and then green and red. And then we have a taller version of it, which is much nicer looking in comparison to that old rickety one, the Quintessential Diving Board Tall Edition for 425 simoleons. Now the diving board on this version still looks like, especially this green one, still looks like maybe it's a little worn, like people have been using it and it's been stepped on. The silver finish is the same on all of them. Just what's different is the diving board color and the color of the frame. And you can see mini sims can come over here and use these. So like you can have a child sim come over, practice diving and do some classic jumps, backflip, belly flop, cannonball, jump, and swan dive. So I'm gonna have my sim come over here and do a little cannonball. And then I have my other sim that I can also try. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this little welcome wagon. I'm not concerned about this right now. So you see my sim is climbing up here. And then when she gets to the end, she's starting to sweat. I think because she's a little competitive, so she wants us to go well. But she did her little cannonball, and she's getting some of the diving skill and some of the motor skill. And then I might have my sim come up here, my elder sim, and I want him to do like a swan dive because I think there's a chance for them to mess up. So let me see what that looks like. So he's gonna get on top of the diving board, and then he goes to the end. And he looks a little nervous, but he's got it, right? Like, look, he's shaking out his hands. And then, yeah, then he fell and then falls off the diving board. So it's just great. Okay, so moving on, let's look at some decor items. We've got this new small plant here. It's called the Lone Gibbi Fern for 52 simoleons. How, like, very specific. And it comes in 12 different swatches. You can see that some of the swatches have like a little wave on them, but then some of them, some of them have like an abstract little glaze, and then a few of them are solid colors. Then we have the Proto Fan, which comes in 12 different swatches where the little cage is kind of a different color or the little base is a different color. This doesn't have like gameplay associated with it, but when you are in live mode, it does move. So it doesn't, it could be one of those things that if I had seasons installed, I might be able to do something with it, but base game wise, it's just gonna move. We also have a new decorative tray. This is the Copious Coffee and Tea Accoutrement for 100 simoleons. It comes in 12 different swatches. Some of them have like a little label on them with like worn colors. I'll just kind of zoom in here. You can see like there's mugs, and then there's little packets and little stir sticks and stuff. And then there's also the solid black and solid white option. I'm using the term solid here loosely because obviously it looks a little worn and raggedy. And then we have a new utensil cup thing. This is the Essential Wilderness Utensils for 100 simoleons. Comes in 12 different swatches, each with like a different leaf motif situation happening. I'm just gonna try to zoom in so you can see. Yeah, so you can see that this has like an ombre. This is like solid with like some like embossed like engraving kind of thing. And then you have one that has like a deer motif. We also have this new like storage equipment. It says outdoorsy equipment storage. That's what it's called. And it's only 100 simoleons, which this is a pretty big item for it only to be 100 simoleons. But it comes in 12 different swatches, each of these with a different wood frame base, and then the different colors of the actual equipment storage that's in this. So yeah, to me, I'm like, this is where you're storing like different tents and stuff, I guess. We've got this item. This is one item. This is called the Journals of Gibbi Point Expeditioner. And this is 100 simoleons. So it's a little trunk with I guess a book basket, a lantern, and some maps. And you see it comes in 12 different swatches, the solid white, the solid black. I have the purple here on the front, and then the different fashion colors that it comes in. We have 2 new rugs. This rug is the Camp Braid Rug's finest braided rug, and it's only 85 simoleons. It comes in 5 different swatches, and these different swatches have different shapes. So this is one of the swatches, this is another one of the swatches, and then this is all the same rug. But these 2 are so much more different than even these 3, and even this one has like a scalloped edging. These ones have like a little landscape motif, you know, or some animals. Now this is the traditional Gibbi rug. This one is only 90 simoleons. It's like 6 tiles. This comes in 12 different swatches. As you can see here, there's different patterns on them, I guess associated somehow with Gibbi Point and like waves and that sort of thing. This pattern kind of, it's like an abstract pattern, but it kind of reminds me of a rug it kind of reminds me of this rug actually, like a small version of this rug. And then lastly, there's this little pattern that's like little kayaks. So, you know, I love a good rug. Okay, so then going into some wall art, we've got the Life in Gibbi Point. This is 200 simoleons. It comes in 12 different swatches. And these are all the different swatches on the wall. I know it's a little bit hard to tell, but the item itself is these 5 frames. It's kind of cute because one of them's off-centered, but you see like the different landscape paintings in this option, the geyser that's in Gibbi Point, you know, little sheep or whatever. But then these are the other swatch options. So like I said, there's 12 swatches, and each of these frames has kind of like a different thing going on. I like this little flower in this corner. Oh, and the kayak in this vertical version, that's so cute. And like the little butterfly and stuff. So yeah, that's basically what all of the different swatches are. And then it's just the different frames, like whether you want a white frame, a black frame, navy, like black with like some different gray. But I like an item like this. Obviously, you know me, I would like to also get them all individually, but this is a nice little gallery wall kind of item. We also have the Camp Gibbi, what does it say? The Camp Gibbi Spirit for 150 simoleons. That also comes in 12 swatches. So the item itself is these 3 flags and then these 2 paintings. And then these are the different variations. Some of them have like the little jellyfish flag, and some of them have a more like generic little camp flag. Oh, and then some of these are just kind of like, I don't know, almost like they're little words with little abstract little maps and like artwork and stuff. So I like this. I think I love a good wall art piece. So these 2 wall art pieces I do like. We have a new mirror. This is the Spectre's Gaze mirror for 150 simoleons. This comes in 9 different swatches, and the swatches basically change in the frame finish and the little leather like holder finish. So I'm just gonna slowly pan over here so you can see it's basically like silvers and rose gold and gold. We have another new wall art piece, the Retro Fitness Chic posters. This is 200 simoleons, and it actually comes in 14 different swatches. So you can see like the lifting weights, the meditation, going for a walk, and then the little spin bike. Oh, and then a little stretch. So So those are basically the different variations. I see one little swimming one down here. This is gonna be so cute for all the different gyms and stuff that we get to make now that will actually feel more complete with the weights and the spin bike. We have a new wall clock item. This is the old Fletcher's clock for 45 simoleons, and it comes in 12 different swatches. So these are the different swatches where you can see like the little arrow changes color and then what color the actual frame of the clock is. But this is a cute little camp accessory item. So then we have this wall decor piece. This is Grand's pots and pans for only 100 simoleons. So the item itself is like a group of 5 little pans and stuff that you can put on the wall, obviously. And the different swatches, it's so interesting because they look the same. Oh, because they are the same. Sorry, I forgot to change the color. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, my bad. Okay, so these are Grand's pots and pans with the different 12 swatches. So you can see here that we have like the little colander and then the pots and the cast iron pans, but then the pan itself and then the colander changes depending on which swatch you choose. So you can have some more multicolored options if you'd like, or more neutral color options. So yeah, this is I actually like this. I like having this sort of thing, even for, not if you're doing like an outdoor kind of camp vibe, even just like for a regular Sims house, I like having that. Also, sorry for the screen flashing. Every time I hover over something, it wants to do a flash. All right, so then we've got the paper crafted butterfly window, which I don't think we can actually make this item in game or make anything like it, but I like the idea that someone has made different paper crafts and that they put together this wall piece. So it comes in 12 different swatches. As you can see here, kind of like the frame changes color, as well as the paper crafts themselves change color. So we have green, blue, purple, and then like white and black. And then the frames might change from white, black to like a lighter brown color. We've got the Paddler's Pride display for 100 simoleons. These come in 12 different swatches as well. So we've got the different oars and like the different designs there at the edges. So, you know, again, another thing that I think is kind of nice to decorate a camp with. Moving on just to a couple appliances really quickly, we got a new mini fridge and the new blender item, obviously. So the fitness focused mini fridge comes in 6 different swatches. It's 350 simoleons. And basically in here, you can see there's like a little salad, some waters, and I guess some energy drinks. And then the finishes are basically variations of like gray and black. But then we've got this new blender. So this is the Smoothietron a blender experience, and it's 250 simoleons. I did place it on the appliance cart here. It comes in 8 different swatches, and anyone can use the blender, child and up. So I'm gonna transport my child up here really quickly. All right, so I'm gonna have her blend a smoothie, and you can see that these are all of the different smoothies that we can make. And each of them has different effects. So I'm just hovering over here. So if you want to like pause so you can see what the different effects are, you can. But if you don't want it spoiled for you, you don't have to. I'll make one. This first one is the Eagle Eye Carrot Smoothie, which helps you with archery. So your sim can make it. There is a chance for it to fail. So if it fails, I don't think it doesn't tell you that it didn't work. Like you see that right there, it didn't work. She didn't get anything. That's it. So you just kind of have to try again until you're able to get the smoothie. It also did make the counter dirty, as you can see. But yep, once again, she didn't get it. So I'm just gonna keep trying. It cost me $10 every time, I think. Oh no, it didn't cost me anything. I guess it doesn't cost you anything unless it works, which is good. Okay, so she still can't do anything. Okay, well, there are opportunities to upgrade it so that it called gravity stabilizer and unbreakable plating. So I think there's ways to make it a little bit more reliable. I'm gonna keep doing this until she gets it. Maybe I need to try the pink one. Let's try the pink one, because this is killing me. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I also just noticed this little sweat moodlet from being competitive. That's so funny. Okay, now it looks like this is working. So yeah, so now we made the we made the smoothie. And so now she's taking the smoothie and she's able to drink it, and then it cost us $10. So luckily it only costs us money when it works. And then so she's gonna drink her little smoothie. You can see her little moodlet. She's got a little blender blunder. Ashley accidentally made a deconstructed smoothie, and it's being served all over the counter. So yeah, so once they make a little smoothie, they will drink their little smoothie, and then she'll get her moodlet to help improve archery. Great, and you see the Eagle Eye Carrot Smoothie. From drinking a smoothie, Ashley eyes are as sharp as an eagle and ready to pass all perception checks, or maybe hit a bullseye for once. Maybe. So yeah, so now we have a dirty appliance cart, but we were able to actually use the smoothie, so that's fun. Continuing on with some other decor objects, we've got this Mess Hall's That-A-Way signpost, and this is 50 simoleons, and it comes in 12 different swatches. I know it's kind of hard to see here, so I'll kind of grab this and like bring it over to the side. But it basically, the base of it has little rocks. It's a wooden post with different signs telling you which way to go that you would place on like a campsite. And it comes in several different swatches here. So you can have some more colorful options. You can have some that are more of the solid wood, but with the colorful signs. And then it comes also in white and black. We also have the Camper Spirit Modern banner, and this is 55 simoleons. Comes in 12 different swatches, and you can see each of these has kind of like different activities and almost like a different theme around it. You know, the little jellyfishing, some more like wood and general camping signs. Ooh, the kayak version, and then again, like cabin, camping, and different activities. Next, we have the Camp Gibbi Gate. So this is 150 simoleons, and it comes in 9 different swatches. So you can see here that this would be great at the front of a lot if you decide you're going to build something and you want like a big sign to welcome campers to the location. The base of it is like stones, and then these are bolted onto the stones. And then the sign has little bolts and stuff with a little sun motif. And basically what changes on each of these is the color of the sign itself, the color of the wood, and then the roof, the little tin roof. This little roof piece actually matches the roof tiles that we get with this new pack as well. So you can kind of have everything coordinate. We got a few new curtains. So we've got this intense canvas curtain. So there's some intense canvas stuff, which is if you want to make yourself a little like a canvas tent that feels more like a built thing, you can use these curtains. There's 75 simoleons each, and it comes in 12 different swatches. As you can see, these are more neutral swatches, as well as like some greens and some blues, and then you have white and black. And I'll just get another light so you can see the colors and the little details better, because it's basically like rolled up with the little bead pieces to like knot and secure it in place. Then we also got a new tileable curtain. Again, I'm just trying to speak clearly. We got Grand's flannel curtains, and we have them in short wall height, medium wall height, and tall wall height. And each of these are 65 simoleons. So I just wanted to show you that it came in 3 heights, but these are the patterns that it comes in. Okay, if my name could move, please. Okay, thanks. It's like it heard me. So yeah, so these are the different patterns that it comes in. The different flannel, kind of matching the bed sheets that we've already seen at this point. And then also the bottom of the curtain changes color depending on which swatch it is. So again, it's one of those things where it's like, let's say you wanted it to be this red with this white, like that's not the option, you know, as well as with the little wood tones. I don't need a color wheel, all right, in the long term of things. I just would like to be able to like select the swatches separately, but that's a future wish situation. So those are the 2 curtains. Oh, I also missed over here this other sign that we got. This is the this or that kayak shop sign. It comes in 6 different swatches. And as you see, it lights up and it kind of has like a dirty, worn finish, and it sticks out into the room. And this or that sign is 120 simoleons. Okay, so we've got several different lights. Okay, so we have a Light Supreme Volume 2, which is 115 simoleons, and it comes in 9 different swatches. As you can see, these different finishes. We have white, black, and then we have different metal finishes. So if I kind of zoom in here, you can see that we have kind of like the bronze, the gold, the rose gold, and then some silvers, browns, and blacks, basically. So these are basically just metal finishes. We have this cute little jellyfish light. This is the goopiest goop light, and it's in the outdoor light category. There's 12 different swatches of this light, so you can have like some fun, funky colors, and then just solid white and solid black if you want to be boring. But this is so cute. I love this. We have a woven rope candle lamp. This is 90 simoleons. Same price. This is 90 simoleons, which is the same price as the goopiest light. This comes in 12 different swatches. As you can see here, these are definitely more neutral. A couple of these have a different candle color, but mostly the candle colors is white, and it's just about what color do you want the basket to be. We have this little cute little desk light. This is the well-loved camper lamper for 80 simoleons. It comes in 12 different swatches, and it's covered in the little stickers, and these are like super, it's cute, it's super colorful. It kind of has like the base of it is kind of like a tin can or some sort of like lantern or something like that, but I don't know, I think it's really cute. We have a tall or kind of lamp. This is called the Paddler's Pride lamp for 200 simoleons. This is really cool. This is like a unique lighting idea, and the lampshade itself has a kind of like landscape design on it, but then the base of it is basically 3 different paddles with like a center stabilizing lamp post, and it's on like a wooden base. So yeah, so this comes in 12 different swatches, and we got a couple different hanging lights. So we got this hanging light. This is the industrial hanging lamp. And as you can see, it has, oh, it disappeared. Okay. As you can see, it has like some like worn detailing to it. It comes in 3 different lengths. So there's a short, a medium, and a long industrial hanging lamp. And it comes in 12 different colors. So you can see we have black, we have white, but then we also have some like fun, funky fashion colors and like grays and more neutrals and stuff. And then the chain itself changes depending on what color the lamp is. So like, you know, all gold, all white, but then this kind of like purpley color has like a black chain. The teal color has a white chain, and that matches for the medium and the short as well. And then look how cute this light is. Oh my, I think this is my favorite. The ethereal floating jelly lamp. Oh, ow, can you imagine making like an undersea themed kids room or something with these? This is just so cute. So we have it in short, in medium, and then also in long. And it comes in 12 different color swatches. You can see it comes in like a hot pink, white, black, and then some of the fun, funky colors. And then it looks like the pole itself is either black or white, depending. So I mean, I love this. I feel like this one is my favorite. I love all the jellyfish stuff because they're just so whimsical and so fun. So I'm excited to do something for kids with this. Or you can even think about making like a little aquarium or something, an aquarium lot with the custom venues with using these lamps. I just think it could be so cute. And then we got 3 new fireplaces with this pack. So we have the vintage cast iron fireplace for 465 simoleons. Comes in 8 different swatches. As you can see here, it has its own little stone base, and then the cast iron itself is basically in like white, black, or like the different silvers, with the handle having like a different color finish depending on which swatch you decide you want to use. We have this new stone fireplace. This is the Stones Set Adrift fireplace for 615 simoleons. These ones are definitely more of like the neutral. They match kind of like the stone wallpaper that we get in this pack. There's a chunky wood shelf on this. There's some bricks behind the log. And then, yeah, so you can see here, depending on which swatch you use, the wood tone changes a little bit. And then whatever the color is that frames the logs changes a little bit as well. And then the last fireplace we have is the Modern Lodge fireplace. This is 647 simoleons. These numbers are so specific. I don't know how they decided that. Anyway, this comes in 12 different swatches. As you can see, these are very neutral leaning with the different wood tones that we've seen throughout the pack. With the base of this, it's like stone based, also changes color depending on which swatch that you decide to use. I also like the way that the wood looks, like it's piled kind of like haphazardly. I kind of like that. But this is definitely like a modern like cabin fireplace. And then these are the things that you can unlock. So this is the Helping Hand paper mache item. This is unlocked by reaching level 10 of the Park Worker Career branch while you're in the Camp Counselor branch. So it comes in 5 different swatches and it's a little paper mache thing. This is actually really cute. Another little rainbow item that I can rank, okay? This is Sky Piercer. The Sky Piercer is unlocked by reaching level 5 of the Archery skill. It comes in 6 different swatches, and basically what's changing, I think, is just the archery frame. I think the little badge stays the same, and it looks like the bow and arrows also stay the same. It's just about like what wood finish you want. And then you also have the Ranger's Esteem Archery Target that you can unlock by reaching level 10 of the Park Worker Career Branch. So this is just an, oh, okay. I don't know why it disappears when I zoom in. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so this is just kind of like an alternative for the archery. And it comes in, it looks like 6 different swatches. And then lastly, something that you can unlock are butterflies. So the butterflies are the new collectible in this pack. And there are, I think, 10 different types. No, 14. Okay, I was way off. There's 14 different types of butterflies that you can place. And then there's another type of butterfly that I think is, let me see. Oh no, it's in here. Okay, sorry. There's a butterfly that you can make through origami. It comes to life. It's really cute. The butterfly collection is honestly one of my little favorite gameplay things. And I don't normally pay attention to collections in packs, but I don't know, I love butterflies. And I like the idea that there's so many different butterflies that you can catch, and including moths as well. So yeah, once you catch them in game, you can place them. Now, obviously there is a cheat to unlock all of the unlocks in Build, Buy, and in CAS. So you can use those cheats if you just want to place them for the VFX. But obviously in the game, once you place them, you just have butterflies flying around. Like you don't see the little squares. The little squares are just for you in build mode to know where you place the little butterflies, so you can see them. Now, once you catch them in the game, you can't then like place it to catch for somebody else. These are just VFX. If you want to actually catch the butterflies, you have to go to Gibbi Point and go to the different places to capture them. Okay, so moving on to some outdoor items that we can look at. We've got the Camper's Spirit Gate and the Camper's Spirit Rustic Banner. The banner is $50 and the gate is $100. And it comes in 12 different swatches that match each other. So very similar to the modern flags that we saw already. You can see we've got the jellyfish motif, the campfire motif, and then all of the other different designs that match the modern banner. And honestly, the only reason why these are outside are because I ran out of space. And I didn't want to put them inside because I, was rearranging some stuff. So yeah, you can see that the wood color changes. I was trying to pick a time of day that would be easiest to see these things, but it's just not easy to see, unfortunately. But yeah, no, this is cool. This is another one of those things, like if you're having like a specific event and you want to add some signage or something like that, like it's good to have. We have a new outdoor public bathroom. This is the Woodland public bathrooms for 1,427 simoleons. Again, don't know why the prices are so specific. Comes in 4 different swatches. You can see there's a little screen on the side, but it's a little public bathroom thing that you can place down in parks, playgrounds now, etc., etc. And we have a new awning. This is the hot tin awning. And I'm gonna have to do like this because it's not wanting to let me just hover. So I think we have 12 different swatches of this. This matches the swatches that we have on the roof tiles, which we haven't even gotten to that yet, so that's coming. But yeah, so these all match each other. The wood base underneath that holds the awning up changes color depending on what swatch you decide to use. But then yeah, the little tin roof matches. We have the Gibbi Grub Sugary Paradise food stall. So we have a new food stall, and then we have a Fresh Fit food stall. This food stall is 1,800 simoleons, and this one I think is 1,800 simoleons as well. Obviously, like you're not usually putting food stalls on your residential lots. You're usually putting them on like community lots or something like that. And of course, you can hire a vendor to see. I might have to fast forward time just so that I can get the lighting better. So let me do that. Actually, really quickly, you can see my sim is already coming down here to order some food. What are you about to order? You can order, it looks like fish tacos, chicken stir fry, a cookie, jellyfish salad, edamame, and a veggie burger. Oof. And then you can also order a drink. You can order a power sip and sweat. It looks like you ordered some fish tacos. Okay, at least you didn't order that jellyfish salad because I was concerned about that. And then for the sugary sweets one, we can order the drink, the blurple drink with blurple berry. And then for the food, we can order a cupcake, black and white cookie, fairy bread, another cookie, and then another cupcake. Okay, yeah, I wonder if there's more stuff that'll populate if you have more packs. But let me try to zoom forward so that we can get better lighting. Okay, so then the next object I want to talk about is the Gibbi Point butterfly and moth habitat. And this is 600 simoleons, and it comes in 11 different swatches. So you can see here, the item itself is like, it has netting wrapped around it with some plants and some rocks inside. You can see like a little knob here for where you'd be able to open it up. But this little habitat is where you can save your butterflies and place them after you've captured them in the game. So it comes in different wood color swatches. We have all of the neutral wood colors, different whites, different light tones, and then kind of like the reddish color as well. But in game, it's kind of fun because if I can get my sim over here, you can see, you can learn about the habitat functionality. You can change some different things about the butterflies, like how they display, but then you can also purchase the incubators where you can grow the caterpillars. So we already looked at those, but yeah, once the butterfly is grown, you can put the butterfly in here, and then they have a cute little effect where they just kind of like, you know, sitting there looking pretty, and then you can look at them and study them and improve your entomology skill. We also got some more like playground park equipment. So we have the Bamco Merry Metal Slide, and this is 900 simoleons, and it comes in 8 different color swatches. So I might change the lighting again to try to get some better lighting so you can see. So this looks kind of like, you know, rusty, old playground equipment. We've got also some of these swatches as well, which are clean. So you can choose which one, which vibe you're going for your playground. And the Sims team said that if you have seasons installed and it's a really hot day, if your sim goes down the slide, I think there's a chance that it catches on fire. So that's actually really funny. We've got the Bamco Timber Time swing set, which my Sims can't seem to get enough of at this point, for 750 simoleons, and it comes in 7 different color swatches, which you can see here. The bright colors, and then like the neutral wood colors if you'd like, with normal chain links, and then the seating, which is kind of like, you know, a little dusty, a little grimy, as if Sims have been sitting on it for some of these swatches. You know what I do wish? I wish that we would eventually get like a swing set that toddlers can sit in. You know, the ones with the little cage where you can sit toddlers in. But you know, it's a normal little swing set where you can swing with someone or ask someone to push you on the swing. And lastly, but certainly not least, in the buy mode catalog is the new Modular Playground system. So the Modular Playground system is broken out into different pieces. I will say that if you are not exactly sure where to get started, the Sims team has given you a few different preset pieces put together. So they have the small modular playground with an open platform for 1800 simoleons. And that comes with these pieces, as you can see here, where you have like the stairs, the little platform, the little tic-tac-toe thing that they can interact with, and then a slide, okay? And you can see that the slide is like a little bit dirty, a little bit grimy. They have the small modular playground with the canopy, which all these pieces make it 1890. And so that's basically the same thing we just looked at, but instead there's like a little cover on top. They have the medium modular playground with open platforms, and all of these pieces together would put you at 3,515 simoleons. And that's what I have here. This set is what you can place down directly from the buy catalog. You don't have to think, these are just all the pieces together for you. They have the medium modular playground with canopy. So the same thing as this, but instead of open, you have the little canopy covers on top of it. And then you have the large modular playground with open platforms. This one ends up being 3,670 simoleons, which I don't think I have that actually. Oh wait, this one. That's when this one is. This is placed at. So you can see there's a little ladder, the tic-tac-toe, the stairs going up to the taller slide, and then also this little wall that they can climb on. And then there's the same version of this same thing, but instead of the open, there's the like canopy. So there's like the covers. And so the modular playground, I'm showing you all the different swatches of things here. You can see the different colors of the slide, which I'm trying to get this lighting so it's not so annoying. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But you can basically see like the different colors of the tubes and the plastic pieces, which you can get some like neutral colors, grays, blues, the yellow, the green, and then also the red color. That's what all of these like slides and the connector tubes come in. And then there's also the different colors of the actual platform pieces. You can see that they're multicolored with red and blue, yellow and red, and then blue and yellow, but then also just like the solid wood colored pieces. So the lighter wood, the white, the grays, and the darker browns, right? And you can see kind of like more of these, you know, the way the colors look themselves, matching with the swing sets basically, right? But this thing that I have here are all of the different pieces that you have to build with for the modular playground. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of remove all of these. Again, they have presets for you to just place immediately if you don't want to have to think of it yourself. But if you have like a creative idea of what you want the playground to look like, you can do that as well. So I have placed this whole unit of all the pieces together that we can look at. So starting with like the base pieces, you start with these little base playground pieces. This is the short platform and the short platform with canopy. And you can see that they like literally lock in and slide together. Then there is the tall platform version. So then there's the tall platform and the tall platform with a canopy. Let me get the regular tall platform here. And if you look at the icons in the catalog, you can see that there's this little icon that shows you whether it's the shorter platform or the taller platform. So the short platform, the little icon is highlighted down at the bottom, but then the tall platform, it's highlighted at the top. So you can see which pieces connect to which platforms. So for example, this connector tunnel is the short version. So if I click on this, it can only be attached to the short version here. It won't be attached to the tall versions. And this is the little connector piece. This little connector piece basically helps your Sims go between platforms. And then you can add the little ladder piece and then the little fence pieces. So the little fence piece is 200 simoleons. You have this little, if my name would move. We have the Bamco playground piece, bubble window fence. So this is a fence piece, but like the little window. And then this is the, okay, my name again is getting in the way. This is the puzzle blocks fence, right? And so those little pieces kind of block off this little area, and your Sims can interact with this. This little tic-tac-toe thing, there's different swatches for this, 7 different swatches. So you can see that the wood color changes, but then also what the icons are on the puzzle piece changes too. There's the short ladder piece for $250. So this connects to the short platform, and it's a way for your Sims to get up onto the platform. We also have the short playground stairs for 300 simoleons. Again, locks to the short platform stairs. Everything is, I have move objects on, so that's why things are able to snap and not be interfered with other stuff. Then there's these connector stair pieces. So this connector stair piece allows you to go from the short platforms to the taller platforms. So if I grab those taller platforms that I had earlier, I can kind of snap this to those stairs. And these end up being 530 simoleons. We also have a connector bridge, which is similar to the connector tunnel, but instead of it being a tunnel, it just is like a solid bridge, right? And this is 545 simoleons. The climbing wall is 625 simoleons. I'll just show you over here the climbing wall, so they can climb up and down on this wall. And then you also have the slide. So this slide is the taller slide. It's 750 simoleons, and it comes in, like I said, those same 7 like different tube colors. So you can really do a lot of fun mixing and matching. And then this is like a little double slide for $650, and this one is like the short height. So I'm gonna take this little fence piece. I'm gonna finish off this little playground by, making sure that that's safe for my Sim. And I just want to show you that my child Sim can come over here and actually play with this stuff. So she can come over here. I can click on this. Okay, again, my name loves being in the way. We can click on this, climb down wall, climb up wall, play on the playground, and then play on the playground with another Sim. Is there another child Sim around here? Oh, it's the toddler. Oh, I didn't know you could play on the playground with the toddler. That's another thing I was gonna check. Okay, so I'm gonna have the toddler and the child Sim come over here to play with the playground. So you see she's coming up here. She's climbing up the wall, but then she's gonna go through this little piece, and now she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna do the little slide. And so then, yeah, she's gonna slide down. Whee! And I guess that's it. All right, girl, I need you to come over here and look at other stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna click on this too, so you can see we can split the blocks. I want India to come over here. Maybe I'm gonna have her play on the playground. Let me come over here with the toddler Sim to see what she does. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to my child Sim, so she's like going through the tunnel. She's checking for if anybody's on the other side. She's coming on this side. Let me get you back over here to play with these blocks again. Let me spin the blocks, please. Not spin the block, spin the blocks. Oh, you know what? She's trying to play with all the different playground pieces, and that's my bad. Let me get rid of this. Like, girl, I need to stay on the one playground that I had everything put together for. Okay, I'm gonna just teleport her back up here. Okay, now, spin blocks. Yeah! Okay, cool, yeah. So she's messing with that, and then I can have her, like, come over here, and then maybe maybe I can have her climb up the slide, too. So she's still playing with the blocks, but then I'm having a good time. Okay, cool. So now I've told her, oh, and she's just playing on the playground. Look, she's just looking outside the little bubble. Yeah, you can look out the interdimensional portal and you can play around. And then I want to watch her go up the slide too. Yeah, she's taking a look. She's like, nobody's coming down, right? And then boom, she's up. She's having a ball, okay? And then go ahead and slide down. Yeah, she's like, woohoo! So much fun. Now, I can't tell if the toddlers are supposed to be able to do anything on here. Let me see. If they are, it might be bugged right now. Or maybe someone's supposed to like come up there and like take her. I'm not sure because she's not actually doing anything. So that could be something that they're aware of and that they're working on. I didn't check that. I wonder if also she needs an adult. Like maybe that's what's happening too. Adults can also climb up and down the wall, but they can't necessarily interact with all the other cool little kid stuff. They can go between the tunnel. Oh! I don't think this is supposed to be happening. Yeah, that's a mistake. I don't think baby's supposed to be able to go up there. She said, what's that? Oh God, oh, that was horrifying. Oh, that's nightmare fuel. That's terrible. Can you come back down here, please? Let's see what happens if I have her call down. Oh God, is it gonna happen again? Oh God, Sims team, please tell me that that's being worked on. I imagine that is what the toddler and some level is supposed to be able to do, but I'm not sure. Well, I'll just let them know. I'll let them know that that's happening. And hopefully by the final version, that'll be addressed. So next I want to take a look at the build mode items. So we just looked at everything in the buy catalog. Now we're going to look at everything in the build catalog. So let's start with windows and doors. Okay, so these are all the different doors that we have. I know this is kind of like chaotic to look at. So let's start with this door. This is the Courageous Screened Cabin door, and it's 55 simoleons. As you can see, there's like, this looks like more of like a glass finish. Some of these look like they have more of the actual screens. Some of these look a little bit like dirty here at the bottom, but it looks like you have the option to use either more of like full glass or glass and some screens. So there's 12 different swatches of this door. I'm just gonna kind of like scroll through so you can see that. Yeah, I'm also looking to see if some of these have the screen effect. Yeah, no, some of them have the screen and some of them don't. So some of these are just actual glass and some of them are screen and glass, which is interesting to have that, even though this is supposed to be the screen door. The next door I'll talk about is this one, the Glorious Glass door. This one is 65 simoleons and comes in 12 different swatches. You can see here, okay, as you can't see here. Okay, as you can see here, we've got like the black, the neutrals, white, and it has like a handle here instead of like a knob as well. So these are, I feel like the idea of this stuff is more of like the outdoor kind of like cabin style, but this one's nicer, and then this one's like a little bit more older. Then we have this door here. This is the Courageous Cabin door for 50 simoleons. This is a 2-tile wide door, unfortunately. So this one has like the wider footprint, but as you can see here, there's just the wood finish on these, the silver or gold kind of like knob. And then the door itself changes colors, the same kind of like red, green, blues that we've been seeing with all of the stuff that in this pack. We have the Courageous Ultra Screened Cabin door. This is 50 bucks. And then, yeah, these are all screened, it looks like. Now, even though it kind of looks like with the window on top that it would be tall, these are all actually short wall height doors. Every door in this pack is a short wall height door. There are no like tall or extra tall wall heights. But as you see here, like the window has a screen, the panes in the door also have a screen. It also has that little latch style. I feel like this is a very like traditional screen door style that you would expect. So this would be good also for like porches and stuff and not just like a cabin. So that's exciting. Then as far as double doors, we've got this one here, the Courageous Cabin double door for 60 simoleons, as you can see here. The back side of it is kind of like latched, but then the front side of it has like the little handles, but it comes in the same coordinating swatches as everything else does in this pack. You got the white, the solid black, and then you have the deeper wood tones. Some of them have different color frames. Some of them have like a matching door frame, and then the contrasting colors that we've seen with other stuff in this pack. We have this door, this glorious and handsome front door. I like this one a lot. This also comes in 12 different swatches. Very like modern cabin, kind of like home. All of these swatches are different wood swatches. And then it looks like the change is kind of like in the framed parts of like the window and the trim. Like the trim color changes. So some of these, we have the solid white, solid black, but then you have like the brown with the white trim. This kind of has like a grayish trim, and then there's the blue trim. So this is an interesting option. I can see me using this as a nice front door for like a modern home. I think coordinating with that, I'm gonna jump over to these really quickly. This is a new sliding door, the glorious glass sliding door for 75 simoleons in 12 different swatches. Again, this is all about whether or not the trim and the frame matches the glass door itself. The door has like a little handle here that you can slide, and just kind of flipping it back and forth, you can see like the back and forth what it looks like. But again, regular wood colors, and then like kind of like a navy trim or a white trim or like a black trim. This is navy. This isn't black. This one is black. The only one that has a black trim, it looks like, is the one with the black frame. So that's interesting. But the colors of the more modern stuff, I guess, is like that navy blue. Then I'm gonna jump to these doors. This is the aged Wanderwood double door for 90 simoleons in 12 different swatches. So as you can see here, the back side of this door has like a knob and like a little lock. But then if I turn it around so you can see the front side, this has the tongue handle with the little lock on the outside. I'm gonna add some more lights so it's like we can see a little bit better what's going on with the colors on these. So sorry about that. But yeah, you can see this. I like this color. This is kind of like a pinkish wood color, but then yeah, you can see some of these have the matching frame to the trim, and some of these have like a contrasting frame with the light blues and the greens, and then some of these with the matching, like I said, wood, white, and black. So then we have this, I think it's the Intense Canvas door. So this is 70 simoleons, and it says it's a canvas door that will fit perfectly on a, you guessed it, canvas wall. Because why, for the love of all that is good in this world, would you put a wooden door inside of a, wait a second. It's you again. That one who loves wooden archways, right? Haven't we been over this before? Don't tell me that you love wooden doorways too. You know what? No, we are not doing this over here too. Take your weird self back to the Intense Canvas arch, okay? I can maybe forgive the wooden archway, but a door in a tent? You are my personal nightmare. Okay, I don't know what the lore is for these items because I haven't been reading the descriptions. If you get a chance and read them, let me know like what is the backstory here, because some of these descriptions are so funny. Anyway, yes, if you want to build a canvas tent, they give you all of these different items. So we looked at the canvas tent curtains already. So these are the coordinating doors, and we also have like matching everything else. So you can see like we have like the lighter colors, we had black, white, and then these different greens and like brown neutrals. And the door itself, you can tell like the window pane has kind of like a little plasticky window. And then the texture on the door is canvas. It's like a little fabric. So that's really cool with a little handle. Then we have the Intense Canvas arch, which is perfect again for like the vibe of like your canvas tent. And you can see the little texture of the archway to look like it's like fabric-y, not exactly wood. And that this also comes in 12 different swatches that coordinate with the doors. So we've got these neutrals, these greens, kind of more of the woodeny colors, and then also white and black. Okay, so I kind of have to change the lighting for the windows a little bit. It's just not the best. Maybe I'll actually rotate this around so it's just easier to see some of these colors on stuff. Yeah, okay. We have the Intense Canvas windows in different sizes. We have it small for 25 simoleons, large for 115 simoleons. And these each come in 12 different swatches, again, coordinating with what we've already seen, kind of like neutral whites and grays, the greens and blues, and then the browns with the black swatch. And that same kind of like texture with the window to make it clear that it's not a glass window. It's kind of like a nice plastic. And you can see above, I have like the roof trim kind of like hanging out onto the side. So it's kind of creating a shadow. Let me fix that real quick. So you can see again, same color swatches, same effect, but just a larger version of the canvas window. Next, we have the courageous little square cabin window. So we have more of the cabin style of these windows. Again, comes in 12 different swatches. It's 30 simoleons. You can tell it's like a little dirty, a little grimy. Some of these are all glass. It doesn't look like these ones have screens in any of the swatches. But yeah, same thing. The red, yellow, green, blue, and then the wood tones. We have a slightly larger version of this. We have the aged Wanderwood mini window. This one is 30 simoleons as well. And this one comes in the wood tones, green, blue, and then white and black with some of contrasting inner trim. Like in this white one, you can kind of see there's like a black or blue trim on the inside that contrasts. This one has like a lighter wood with a warmer wood contrasting trim on the inside. I had to rotate the building around so we can see these colors again. But so we also have the doubly courageous cabin screen window for 85 simoleons. And there's a coordinating window as well. So we saw the cabin mini, but we also have this one here. This is the courageous cabin window with shutters for 85 simoleons. Again, I got my roofs up here, so I'm just gonna move them so they're not casting a shadow. But as you can see, these double windows come in, have the different colored frames with the outer trim and then sometimes the contrasting inner trim, the red, yellow, green, blue. Also for the Age Wanderwood series, we have the grid window for 140 simoleons that comes in 12 swatches. And again, you can see that there is that aged effect, a little kind of like the dirty effect, but this is the one that has more of the neutral color swatches and then like the navy, green, and blue for the colors. And then like lastly for the cabin style, we have the courageous cabin screen window, which is like really large. But again, all of these windows, none of them are like double height windows. They're all for the short wall height. So the courageous cabin screen window is $75 and it comes in those same matching colors with the trim, with the like fashion colors on the base, and then also the more neutral wood tone colors. And it has the screen effect. So then for the glorious glass window series, we got a few of those. I'm gonna start back here, or I guess down here on this side with some larger ones. So we've got the version 3 we'll look at. The version 3 is a larger one. It's 125 simoleons. And these are like the same colors as those doors that we looked at, like the modern door, where you have like the contrasting like navy trim, the white trim, or like the solid black trim for the black frame. So that's this window here, like the larger one of that. But then we also have this one. This is version 5, the glorious glass window version 5 with like the triangle top on this one. And so same thing, we've got the neutral white and black, but then also the wood tones with the contrasting colors, as well as some of the grays and greens and the blue. So this version 5 of this window, I'm gonna rotate the building again just so we can look at some stuff in slightly better lighting. Okay, so we have version 1 of the window, which is the smaller one, the glorious glass window version 1 for 45 simoleons. And again, the colors are the same. There's no differentiation in the colors and the trims. Everything matches and coordinates. And then we have a larger version of that window, which is almost twice as high, maybe like 1.5 times as high as this window, but comes in all the same colors. I just had to wrap it around so you can see that it's all the same colors. We have version 4 of the glorious glass window as well. I like this one, like kind of like the tall pane with like a short stacked on top of it. And this has the same colors. And I think, I'm gonna guess that this is the same height as the door, but we can check real quick. So this is the glorious glass door. And then this is the window. Yes, they're like the exact same height, which is really cool. And so you can have them match in color if you'd like. You see with the like navy trim. And it's so funny too, because this is actually the single door. It's like the same height as almost the same height as the frame in the single door. But if I were to use like a different version, yeah, this window may be the same height. Let me see, as the single door. Oh no, it's like slightly off. Oh, no. Okay, no. Yeah, it's slightly off. I don't know why it's slightly off to the single door, but it's close, I guess. I don't know. But at least these are the same. Okay, so those are all the doors and windows. Let's take a look at the wallpapers and the flooring. We have 7 new wallpapers and 2 new floor tiles. So here you can see we have, let's start with the wallpaper back here. We've got this wallpaper with the wooden trim, and the wallpaper itself has some different like little design motifs. So this first swatch, you can see it has like a little tent with some deer, but then you also see that there's a little campfire with some trees and like a tent in the distance. And these are the different swatches for this. This comes in 12 different swatches. So you can see that there's some neutral. You can also see this looks like, oh, this, I was gonna say it looks like a Bigfoot kind of thing. But in this pack, it's not Bigfoot, it's the plum bird. Oh, also alien abduction in one of the wallpapers. That's so funny. So yeah, this is cute. This is a cute little option for like a kid's room or like a camp or like an office or something like that. Then we have some different sidings and some different woods. So we've got the slim, oh, I didn't even tell you the name of this. This is the vintage camp wallpaper for $2 a tile. This is the slim cabin siding for $2 a tile. Comes in 11 different wood swatches. You can see like there's a little knot in some of these. And yeah, basically all the different neutral wood swatches, plus like a light blue and a black for some reason. We've got the cozy vertical wood panels for $2 a tile. Same sort of thing, comes in the different wood colors. I like this like kind of like light pink wood. Some of these have the contrasting trim with it as well. But like, again, it's, to me, this kind of reads more interior. You know, like I can see like a nice wood fireplace in front of this. We've got the cozy stacked wood panels for $2 a tile. This reminds me of a sauna for some reason. But yeah, so this comes in the same 11 swatches that we've already seen from the other panels at this point. And then lastly, we've got the Welsh cabin siding for $2 a tile. And again, the same 11 color swatches. Let me see if I can get the colors to look better here. I think because of the lighting, it wants to be weird. Okay, I just turned it around so we could see the colors a little bit better. But yeah, so you can see there's these two are like very similar, but they're like slightly different, which is kind of interesting to see. But yeah, again, 11 different swatches, different woods, white and black. Then we have the intense canvas wall. So this is $2 a tile as well. And this one's interesting again for the sake of like making your own like custom cabin, custom like tent thing. And you can see the like fabric texture on this wallpaper. So this is actually really neat. And I love this idea of, I'm excited to see you all make your own like custom tents and maybe share them on the gallery so I can download them. Okay, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna be making a tent. I gotta do some research on what these actually look like. But this comes in, I think 12. It comes in the same 12 swatches that we've seen everything else come in. I'm gonna turn this wall around too so that we can see the colors. So we've got yeah. So here we see like the neutral colors with like that green and then the blue. And then this is more of the white with like the darker colors. And then this, I don't know, is this like a minty? It's kind of like a minty tannish white or whatever. But same colors as the windows, the doors, and canvas curtain that we looked at earlier. So quickly, I just wanted to show you that the curtains match the wallpaper, match the window. So there's a lot of potential here. We also got this stone wallpaper. This is the Stones Set Adrift on Wall for $2 a tile. It comes in 7 different swatches here. So we have this like lighter sandstone color and then some blues, like blues and grays in here with the taupe and then white and black. And then we have a coordinating floor tile, the Imaginative Stones for 4 simoleons a square. And again, they come in the coordinating colors. So this is supposed to coordinate with the fireplace. So as you see here, we have the fireplace that matches this. But also like if you change the color, you can kind of coordinate it with this one that matches. So it, you know, they all kind of go together to create the ambiance. And then lastly, we've got these wooden floor planks. This is the slim cabin flooring for $4 a square. Oh, it has low fire resistance. So that's not great. And so yeah, so this comes in those same like wood tone colors that we've already seen. I also like how the tile has, you can see the planks kind of like connecting together. I think that looks really good. Okay, so let's go and look at some of the outside stuff. Let's look at the fencing and the gates. We got 2 new gates with matching fencing in this pack. We've got the cabin wire fence gate for 85 simoleons, and then we also have the Wanderwood fence gate for 125 simoleons. And it comes with matching fencing that you can see here. This is the Wanderwood fence. This is 45 simoleons, and then this is the cabin wire fence, which is also 45 simoleons a tile. You can see that the gates and the fences match with each other. I just try to show you what some of the swatches look like. You got those same, wooden swatches that we've seen already throughout everything that comes in this pack, as well as this is the gate with the matching fence. So if you are a builder, I hope that you are living for this sort of stuff because they gave us exactly matching stuff with everything. We also got 2 new columns. This is the notched cabin column. This is 45 simoleons a piece. And then we also got the abracadabra column for $45 a piece as well. The notched cabin column, you can see there is this like notch detailing on each side, and it comes in different wood swatches. These look the same to me, but it could just be the lighting. Like it might be slightly more off-white versus gray versus like stark contrast white. I can see that there's several different kind of like close to white swatches in here. So the lighting I think isn't doing me any favors right now, but I just wanted to show you really quickly what those look like. And then same thing with these abracadabra columns. They have like this notched metal piece at the top here and at the bottom. It looks like the kind of thing that would, I don't know, go in like a modern type of home. I'm not exactly sure, but the metal piece at the top is either gold, silver, or black. And then you can see it comes in the same kind of like wood tones, neutral with black. We also got a new spandrel item. We just got one. It's called the notched cabin spandrel. So it's only the notched version, which if I tried to put it like maybe over a fence, just so you can see, like that's what it looks like. But then the actual spandrel corners kind of have this finishing on them. We don't have one that's similar for the abracadabra columns, but just so you can see. And it comes again in those same 12 different wood colors that we've already seen. And just to show you too, we also got 2 new stairs. So 2 new stairs and 2 new foundations, or excuse me, 3 new foundations. I think I have them all here. Yeah. So this first foundation, maybe I can try. Okay, no, see, none of this lighting is helping me out. Let me once again rotate this lot. Okay, this may be a little bit better. I'm not sure. But yeah, this comes in the 11 different swatches that we've already seen, the different wood swatches that match with all of the stuff that we already have here. Just to show you a few, for example, we got the stone, which matches the floor that we've already seen with the fireplaces and stuff. So you've already seen this. And then we got the soggy, loggy stilt foundation, which has different wood tones as well that you've already seen, 12 different tones. Just showing you a couple, but then this base kind of like a concrete little base here as well. As for the stairs, we have the Wanderwood stairs for 8 simoleons. Comes in 11 different swatches, and then we also have a coordinating stair. Well, I can't speak. We also have a coordinating stair railing, the Wanderwood stair railing for $10, and of course they match. So if you want to go for like a darker wood color, you totally can, and they will match. And then these cabin slats foundation, you can also get something that kind of matches with that as well, so it can all work together. And then that same cabin slats flooring that I had before is on here. And then for the stone set adrift stairs, again, these stairs match the foundation, which matches the floor tiles, which matches the wallpaper, which matches the fireplace that we've already seen. So we have some matching stairs with that. And then we have a coordinating stair railing with the cabin wire railing to go with either of the stairs, I guess, that you want to use, the stone or the wood stairs. So those are some of the outdoor items. We did also get like a ladder, but I can't figure out how to get the ladder to work for me to show you all, because we have this, I think it might be miscategorized right now, because there's this version, the Jellyfish Junction ladder, and then there's also the Jellyfish Junction ladder with dock. So I am not exactly sure how to get this to work. I might have to place it somewhere, because I think it'll work if you make it work with open water. I tried to do it in a pond and it didn't seem to want to work. But these come in 22 different colors. So I can't, how can I even, I'm just saying, how can I even show y'all what's going on? These come in 22 different colors. There's a clean swatch and a dirty swatch for all of these, which I'm sorry, it's hard to see. Me having to do it like this means that I can't zoom in the way I want because the tooltip's above, but that's the difference. The metal's either dirty or it's like green and covered in moss and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's cool. For new plants, we only got 3 new kind of like plant options, and these are topiaries. So we've got eligible flower topiary number 1, and then eligible flower topiary number 2, and then eligible flower topiary number 3, each 50 simoleons. This is the kind of thing that you can release your butterflies when you catch them. You can kind of store them here. It says rehome butterfly, rehome moth, release butterfly from the topiary. So if you have butterflies here, but you want to release them free, you can do that. You can watch the butterflies and watch the moths on these. And these little topiaries are placed throughout Gibbi Point. You'll see them. So it's kind of cute. Okay, so then for the roof stuff. So just going into these roof decoration pieces, we have matching chimneys. This stone set adrift on a chimney piece is 185 simoleons. Comes in the same 7 swatches that we've already seen with the other stuff, with the other stone set adrift stuff. Then we have the glorious double stack chimney for 125 simoleons, and it looks like it comes in 11 different swatches here, different wood swatches, and then like this little chimney part is either white or black. We have the glorious dormer of solidarity, comes in 12 different swatches, and it's 725 simoleons. So these different swatches that you see here are the new roofs that we get. So we'll look at that in just a second, but they match. These dormers match the new roofs. Okay, I'm being blocked by the next building. Then we have this cool little item. This is the Camp Gibbi flag, and it comes in 12 different swatches. It's 220 simoleons, but you can see it's literally the design of the different camp motifs that we've seen on the t-shirts, on the other banners and stuff, but as a little flag at the top, which is really cool. I wonder, is there any movement in live mode? I don't think so. It flutters a little bit. You can see it move a little bit, but not as much as I would have wanted. And then lastly, we got 2 new roof tiles plus a new roof trim. So we have the hot tin roofing that comes in 11 different swatches that you see here. We've got like white and then some like lighter colors, as well as like this like teal, black, and then like the browns, grays, and neutrals. And then this other roof tile is the intense canvas roof. So again, you can totally build from top to bottom your own custom canvas like tent, and it comes with a coordinating roof trim. So there's the intense canvas roof trim, and I think I matched them. I try to match them all to what the coordinating trim is, because the trim itself, like you can see the roof tile has like, I'm trying to angle it so you can see, kind of has a texture, the same like canvasy texture, and then the roof trim matches. So if I were to change the color, you can see that the trim right here is supposed to match. I mean, it doesn't have to if you don't want it to, but I imagine you would want it to match. And so this one coordinates with it, but then the actual wood trim on the outside is this like warm wood color. And then when you look underneath, you can see that the canvas actually goes underneath on the roof too. So it's not just like a flat white roof. Same thing for this hot tin roof thing underneath it. These go underneath. It's not just white underneath. It's actually like the same as the top. So if I were to just show you that really quickly, let me just bring these out again. So you can see underneath, it's the same sort of like bluish color that the outside is. Again, the lighting isn't doing me any favors, but you're picking up what I'm putting down, hopefully. I'm going to show off the canvas one too, where you can see underneath is the same as the top on the outside. It'd be nice to be able to get that option for more tiles, you know, but that's not really my thing. That's the builder's thing. Y'all will figure it out. So those are all the items that come with build mode, but then we can take a quick peek at the styled rooms that come in this pack. We have 5 new styled rooms. So this room is the Nostalgic Reprieve, and this features, it looks like it's like a little living room / dining room. It has the 3 different color swatches in here. I just placed the first one down, but you can see here we've got the little gaming console with the TV, the new rug, the new couch with the armchair, the wallpaper, and then the big brand new dining table too. Oh, and then like the little kitchen item that's up there. Next, this room is the Wanderer's Rest. Okay, with featuring the bar and the bar back, because Sims loves the bar and the bar back. We've got the new light in here, the rug with the new cast iron fireplace. And so yeah, this one's actually really cute with the different decorations. Oh, and the little screen windows. So yeah, I like looking at the styled rooms because it's kind of like seeing everything come together. We've got the Lepidopterist Hub, which I think is just a little space for like butterfly stuff and butterfly habitat in a room. So you have the computer, I guess, so you can do some research and some of the paper crafting decor objects. We've got, oh, the jellyfish lantern, how cute. With the habitat for the butterflies and the moths, and then also the little incubators for your caterpillars for the butterflies and the moths. And then our little base game, the little base game butterfly painting, which has never been more appropriate. Oh, and then it uses one of the new, more modern doors and the windows. So next to last, we have the Happy Camper's Rest. And this features like the kind of like vibe if you want to make like a little cabin or something, or like a camp room. I see the canvas curtains. I see some of these wall decor objects, these little chests, which are the accent tables, the lofted beds, obviously, or the bunk beds. Oh, the folded desk with one of the new chairs and the paper crafting. It's good to see that used. And then they put the incubator on the little cubbies. So that's actually really cute. And so yeah, this is clearly like a shared room. They use the screen door and the little mirror. This is such a cute little room. And then lastly, we have Spinner's Delight, which is a little workout room that has, it looks like maybe it's like, yeah, it's like a shared workout room with a little glass door. The storage items. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's so clever. It's like they use like the high-end concrete to make these little arrows or whatever. And they've got the mirrors, the new blender, the new little mini fridge, and then the free weights and stuff. This is a cute little room. So now let's take a look at the new world Gibbi Point. It's been many years since Gibbi Point experienced the Great Wave, a seismic event that swept through and helped carve out unique landmarks and created lush flora and fauna, the likes of which many Sims had never expected to see. Once a part of a jellyfish processing industry, Jellyfish Junction more recently rebranded itself as an eccentric artsy neighborhood, Scenic Harbor Views. Crystal Valley has been transformed from a gold mining community into a more subdued spot home to a large feathered creature and the fabled Electric Lagoon. Wanderwood Wilds is a secluded woodsy neighborhood where you can find Hothead Rock Geyser. The locals say it's a real blast. A peculiar climate, Gibbi Point's weather sees all seasons, even snow. However, its many underground hot springs keep the waters tepid and inviting, allowing for swimming and water activities year round. So they're letting you know if you have seasons, you can still come here and hang out in the water. Okay, so this is the world. We've got Wanderwood Wilds, Crystal Valley, and Jellyfish Junction. So let's take a look first into Wanderwood Wilds. It says life in Wanderwood Wilds sure is a blast, literally. Hothead Rock Geyser may be the main draw in this area, but there's more in these woods than meets the eye. And then this is where also the Round the Fire Festival is. So let's take a look here. We're gonna start by going to this playground lot, Plumbird Park. All right, so this is Plumbird Park. It's a 40 by 40 playground. You can see the modular playground. Ooh, there's like a pool with the water slide. We got the swings, archery, and like a little a little sandbox area. And then yes, the public bathroom. So this is a cute little lot. Okay, cool. And this lot was actually built by Griffey. And then taking a look, you can see just in the area, we're near the springs itself, which there are some gameplay interactions so you can bask in the geyser's glory. I won't show that off now, but we're just taking a look at the world. And I honestly think that Gibbi Point is just so beautiful. The Sims knows how to make a really pretty world. Looking at this area, I'm like wondering, are there fishing spots? Oh, yes, there are. Look at this. And the water is literally sparkling. It wraps around. It's just so beautiful. Okay, so I'm sure there's more stuff to do. Oh, look. So we've got this building here. So my Sims are over here at the park. We've got this ranger station. So investigate ranger station for geyser information. You can purchase goods here as well. You can show the current conditions, what's on next, and then we can focus the camera on some of the things that we would want to see. So peculiar plumbird fossils, if you're doing some of the little missions, the old Firewatch Tower, the Butterfly and Moth Topiary, and Hothead Rock is what it said. Yeah, the Hothead Rock Geyser. Also just showing off in the world that you can see that there are some butterflies here, the Richmond Birdwing Butterfly. So you can click on these butterflies when you see them out in the world and you can catch them. And as far as purchasing of the ranger station, you can purchase different butterflies, origami butterflies, or just the butterfly incubator if my name would move so we could see. Okay, moved barely. But yeah, so then from there, Eliza, there's a festival happening. Oh, round and investigate what's on next. So this must be the next festival that's happening, in case I wanted to know. Oh, that's really actually helpful. So then I have Eliza come over here checking out some butterflies. She gets out a big old net and then whoosh, she got him. And then she's got a butterfly in her inventory. Yay! Okay, cool. Not gonna worry about that right now. This is the little world tour that we're doing. Okay, so we're at Plumberg Park. Let's jump over to Camp Gibbi. This is where you can actually have a getaway itself. This is right around the corner from the park where we just were. So if the park is right here, Camp Gibbi is in the same exact area, same exact neighborhood, just on this side. Camp Gibbi was also built by Griffey. So you can see here, this is the camp. The lot itself is partially built over water. So you can see that here as well. Kind of like how Island Living is partially built over water. We have some cabins here for the counselors, for the camp director. And then we have like the shared cabin space where everybody comes to eat. And there's the bathrooms and whatnot. And then there's the areas where the kids sleep. And so then there's also this dock area where we see some of the new foundation, the new ladder, and then the kayak so that Sims can come over here and kayak and do stuff and also lounge around. There's also archery over here on this lot as well. So this is a really nice lot. When I first saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute and so nice and so well done. Griffey did such a good job, obviously. It just looks so good. And this world is just absolutely stunning as per usual when it comes to the Sims worlds. I know I've already said it, but I gotta say it again. There's some trails and stuff over here where people can like walk around. There's like a little tower. Let's go to another part of this neighborhood. If you come over to this side, we can see a house here. So this is Wanderwood Wonder. This is where some townies live that come with this pack. We're just gonna knock on the door so we can just take a quick little look. Okay, great. They said, yeah, go ahead, come on in. Okay, cool. So yeah, so we see here, we got the moth habitat on the outside. We've got a home for like the townies that come in this pack. On the inside, you can see that we've got, oh, the pride flag. There's lore. Everybody's got lore. I didn't read you the lore. We're just kind of like taking a quick look at what things look like on the inside of some of these different lots and in these different neighborhoods. A one-story house with, oh my gosh, 4 whole bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. This is a really well done house. It's nice sometimes looking at these to get some layout ideas. Like I'd want to copy this house layout and like maybe do something else, you know, in another lot, like a Newcrest or something. And then they have like an open kind of like greenhouse situation thing too, which is really neat. And then of course swings and some archery. Lastly, there's this Hothead Rock Hideaway, which is, it's like an unbuilt residential lot is what it's tagged as. It's in the exact same neighborhood, just kind of like up here in the top in the corner. But in the distance, you can see Camp Gibbi. You can see the playground and you can see the house that we were just at right here. And then you also can see the ranger station and the geyser. But yeah, this is just a big empty plot of land with some trees and stuff. Ready for you to come in and build something if you'd like. Okay, next up, we're gonna head to Crystal Valley. Once a bustling gold mining community, Crystal Valley earned its name after an unusual occurrence took place. Overnight, the Scoops gold mine dried up, only to be replaced by crystals. And here, the Sunrise Sunset Festival takes place. We're gonna go first to the Fearful Fish Lounge. So this is the Crystal Valley neighborhood. Again, this is the Fearful Fish Lounge that was built by Griffey. So it is a bar, it's a lounge. It's a lounge. It literally is called the lounge. This is a lounge that was built by Griffey. Look at all the jellyfish lights. This is so nice. I love this. Oh, yeah, we got the guitar, we got the microphone, some places for folks to hang out. We got the bathroom back here. There's a lot of like signage. It's giving kind of dive-y, but not exactly like a dive bar, dive lounge situation. This is really cool. And then out here, we have like a little patio, little porch. Oh, we got the lights out here. The little jellyfish lights that I like so much. Oh, I like the use of this stone wall out here. I've never done anything like that. That looks good. I thought this was debug for a second. I had to figure out what it was. Anyway, so yeah, so that is the fish lounge. Oh, with that sign that we saw earlier. We've got another like helpful building. We've got this. It says focus the camera on the butterfly topiary, the peculiar plumber nest, peculiar plumbered fossil. So there's helpful little things if you're going on the little missions and you need to find things. You can click on these buildings and then show current conditions, which I still am not exactly sure what that's about. Maybe we can click on that real quick and figure out what's happening. These other buildings, there's not much happening in some of these. This is just set dressing. In the other neighborhood we haven't seen yet, there's other things you can do. Okay, so Eliza's showing the current conditions. It says active weather warning, none at this time. And then the geyser observation condition unknown. Okay, so it tells you about the geyser and it tells you about weather. Okay, so the festival that happens in this neighborhood will happen here in this area. So I think you load into the lounge and then you can come over to this like grassy playground area. This isn't a lot. This is just kind of like open neighborhood, and the festival will take place in this area. There'll be like pop-ups of the food cart thing will pop up here, and then Sims will just kind of like pop up over here and just be hanging out. Okay, so this is the Crystal Cottage. I just loaded in real quickly. The Crystal Cottage was also created by Axie Sims. This is an open house for you to move Sims into if you would like. Outside, there's like a pool with the diving board and the water slide, the kayak that's ready to use. Ooh, a covered area so you can plant some items. In the back here, we have a butterfly habitat. And then if we want to just take a look at what's happening inside here, because this is an unoccupied residential lot. Ooh, this is so pretty. I love all of the like glass walls that are used here. It's kind of like windows, like floor to ceiling windows. Oh, I love this little detail. Oh, I want to try this. Like the greenery kind of like growing right inside, but having the windows right around it for lighting. Ooh, this place is so pretty. There's no new kitchen, as you saw with this pack. But you know, the way that this base game kitchen looks inside of this house still looks really good. We got the new fireplace. We've got the new bathroom stuff in the bathroom with the new mirror. And then upstairs, it looks like we have 2 bedrooms and then a workout room, a little workout gym room. That's fun. We got a bathroom with 2 sinks in here as well. This is such a nice place. Oh, this is cute with a little jellyfish light. Oh my gosh, Axie Sims did such a great job. This looks so good. And you have a little peekaboo like window. I don't remember what it's called in this very moment. But this looks really good too. This is a nice like modern cabin feel is what it kind of reminds me of. Okay, so I'm looking around in the neighborhood. We're gonna load into another lot. I just want to give you a nice little 360 pan of what's happening here. And then going back into live mode for a second, over here you can see we've got like a pergola. We've got this just kind of like walking trail area. There's another butterfly topiary. We've got some planters with some plants planted in them. And then this is where you can go and like mine for crystals. So I'm gonna just teleport Eliza over here and Bob and then their kid. And the kid looks like they're about to talk with Cruella. Don't know what's happening there. I'm gonna let that ride. We're gonna come over here. I'm gonna click into the water until I see pan for crystals. So you can come over into this water and pan for crystals. Okay, see, this is very spooky. Very spooky! Oh my gosh, it's Bigfoot. Except for it's not Bigfoot, it's the plum bird. Anyway, so Eliza is panning for crystals. Of course, my name is covering right where we need to be looking. But did she find anything good? It doesn't look like it. Looks like she's a little disappointed. Oh yeah, tough luck. Panning for crystals failed to find anything this time. Okay, can I help you? Is that a romantic introduction? Okay, Bob's off to work, so he missed that. But Cruella is trying to flirt with Eliza, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. We're moving on. Okay, so you can pan for crystals in this water, but then also just wanted to show you, if you kind of come over here to this area, we've got this like little spring basically, and it's like this jellyfish spring. So can we all come over here, go here together? I'm gonna send them over here, but you can see there's like jellyfish, and it looks so good at night. If you remember the trailer, it like lights up at night. It looks so good. So it says neon jellyfish swim, neon jellyfish swim together. You can just swim around in here. Let's neon jellyfish swim together. What does that mean? Okay, so I have Eliza over here, and she is running out until, and someone's on the kayak. And okay, well, please don't hit me while we're out here, please. The one thing I will say is when you're in this little area, it is kind of hard to track your Sims. So like, I don't know, I just kind of like lost her for a second, but she's out here and okay, see that person with the kayak is doing a lot. Anyway, she's out here with the jellyfish. You can also try to catch jellyfish, but in order to do so, I think you need to, yeah, get the glowworms, which are only available at night. So it's like 4 p.m. right now. So at nighttime, this looks so cool, and you can catch jellyfish and you can do different things because you need to be able to, there's some things I think you need to do in this area if you're gonna want to get one of the butterflies too. I can't remember, it's been a while since I've played with that. Oh, I did give Levi, the non-canonical child of Bob and Eliza, the little jellyfish hat for swimming, so he looks cute. But yeah, you can swim in this water. Obviously you can use the kayak in this water, and at nighttime it looks really good. But we're gonna move on. There's 2 other places in Crystal Valley that have items built on it. We're gonna go to the Adam Commune, which I think is one of the places where we can do one of the getaway types, the romantic getaway type. Yes, Love Highland. So I'm gonna knock on the door, but this is the Love Highland lot. This was built by JJ Bink, and it is massive. There's a lot going on. On the outside, we have a really large campfire. We've got outdoor showers out here on the back. We've got a dock here where we have some kayaks. I'm gonna enable free build so we can take a look at how large this lot is and how much of it goes onto the water. Yeah, you can see that this goes all the way. It's like half of this is water, which is like really cool. Let me just change the lighting. We've got the hot tub out here. There's multiple bedrooms and multiple beds in some of the bedrooms in here as well. A large shared dining area, the new fireplace. Look at this view. Isn't this beautiful? Like if you were sitting out here and you have this floor to ceiling windows with a nice piano overlooking the lush greenery in this world. It's like so nice. We've got more bedrooms over here as well. I guess if you're doing the getaway and you want to like sneak away to your own little room instead of sharing. There's also an area upstairs where there's more bedrooms, another bedroom with an awesome view and its own balcony, a bedroom here on the side, some workout equipment in this room with some lockers, and then a bathroom. There's also a nice little balcony over here, ooh, which will help you go all the way downstairs to check out the kayaks and stuff. Ooh, so this place is absolutely stunning. So Love Highland is on the other side of this bridge where we loaded into the lounge. And then we have this house that's set back here behind all of these fencing and stuff. There is one more lot over here that's an empty lot that you can move into. We're just gonna go and visit just to take a look real quick. This is the Miner's Manse, which was made by Kiwi Sims Kate. So I'm just gonna enable free build so we can take a look at this one as well. So I think this is kind of like more of the starter home vibes. And as you can see here, when you walk in, okay, so this is a starter home that I changed some of the things about it. So I moved the exercise bike. So this has been a little bit modified, but more or less you have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms in here. So I'm sorry I can't show you it untouched. So we won't get into it too much, but just know that this is like a starter home. I don't know where my Sims moved. I think because of neighborhood stories were on for like 2 seconds while I've been doing something to save. All of a sudden now my Sims have moved out. So I'm gonna have to move them back in there. And then there's Prospector's Paradise, which is an empty lot that you can look into as well. It's just an empty lot for you if you want to be able to build something, and it's a 40 by 30 lot. Kind of like set up here in the back, kind of just set off the trail a little bit from this like town square-y kind of area of Crystal Valley. Okay, lastly, we're gonna head to Jellyfish Junction. Jellyfish Junction is known for its, okay, I can't read, please move. Okay, Jellyfish Junction is known for its unique artistic vibe, attracting not only creatives, but also kayakers and tourists eager to explore. And the Fitness Fest and the Glow and Flow Festival take place here. So there are 4 lots in this neighborhood. Let's start with the Jellyfish Jubilee, which is a rental lot. Okay, the Jellyfish Jubilee was actually built by Danielle Builds. Let me see if I can change the lighting in here for right now. Okay, so this is Jellyfish Junction. You can see it's cool, like this little jellyfish mosaic on the sidewalks. We've got this like open gardening area that has like some paper crafting. I know it's hard to see, but there's paper crafting on the picnic tables. There's the topiary. There's some more planters. And there's also some like jellyfish sculpture. And this, because it's like, you know, it's like an old mining town or whatever. So like at this point, it's like blocked up, but you can see it's like old and run down and falling apart. This is like open water that you can swim in. There's the lighthouse over there that you can check out too. There's this like little mini island kind of like halfway through, but your Sims can swim all across this whole thing and use the kayak all across this whole thing, which is really cool. There's also fishing spots on the dock. There's some helpful buildings that give you helpful little tool tips in this like little downtown area. There's places where you can pick up the like towny missions if you'd like. This map that evolves over time. And this whole neighborhood is so cute. There's also another little playground over here. Let me go into free cam mode. So there's this little playground over here. And then we have some more lots that have been built by other Simmers that we'll take a look at. Okay, so this is Jellyfish Jubilee. This was built by Danielle Builds. It's a vacation rental, which is really cool. This here, it looks like you walk in, there's a downstairs bedroom, there's like the fireplace, the kitchen, and then like a dining room area and a bathroom downstairs. And then going upstairs, oh, there's like a little hallway with a bathroom upstairs and then like the kids' rooms upstairs. And they have their own little private balconies with the telescope and just like to hang out if they'd like. So this is really cute for a little vacation home. There's also some swings back here and like some seating out here. This would be a fun little vacation area. And then in live mode, you can see that this building here, the browse this or that or shop, and then you can come over here and you can buy some kayaks. So if you go on vacation and you didn't buy kayaks, you can do it right across from this lot. And you can see you can buy some jellyfish too. And then the different kayaks and then a fish. All different options. And so a lot of these buildings are set dressing, but then this building over here is the browse making paper. Making paper needs time to recoup and restock. Visit us again at 10 a.m. But here you can buy some different origami stuff. And then I'm gonna have Eliza come out here and swim so you can see. Okay, I don't know where she went and what she was doing. It's getting really dark, so I may have to like fast forward time just so we can see what's happening. But I just wanted to show you that she can come out here and she can swim in this whole little area. It's so cool. And if we got a little kayak, we could get the kayak and just kayak all out here as well. And there will be Sims out here kayaking. It's probably too late for them to be doing it right now. You know, she's doing her little midnight swim at 8 p.m. So it's, again, absolutely stunning. I'm gonna let the time pass a little bit so that we can see the neighborhood. But just so you know, even at night, instead of butterflies, you can see different moths. So there's this Goliath sylph moth that I can have Eliza come and try to capture. Okay, so it is like 6 a.m. and almost 7 a.m. in the game. You can see that this sim has come out and decided that they want to kayak. So they're out here kayaking in another body of water in this area. Eliza had come running over here. So just to give you a little like idea of where we were. So this is the main area where we have the origami, the making paper crafts, the big body of water that Eliza was swimming in before. And you see there's other Sims now swimming in here in the morning. This is the vacation rental that we were at before. And she basically ran through the neighborhood all the way over to this body of water on this side where Sims are swimming and doing kayaking and stuff. There's a public restroom over here. There's a grill, there's a campfire. She basically ran to the campfire. If you come back over this hill and you get to the top here, we actually have this lot here. So we're gonna travel over here. So this is where we have the Revive and Thrive getaway take place. This is the Revive and Thrive retreat that was built by Kiwi Sims Kate. So this is what it looks like. It has like multiple little buildings. It was kind of inspired by the idea of like the celebrity retreats, like where they go off into the mountains, I guess. I don't know. And then there's like a pool here, diving board, but then each different building has different things. So there's the kitchen here, the living room, and then several little bedrooms and stuff. When you're on the retreat, you have somewhere to stay. And then you have like private cabins as well. So like a single bed private cabin, a double bed private cabin, and then another like shared cabin, but you get your own room over here. And then there's one more private cabin over here. And then there's also like the gym area, because the Revive and Thrive is all about like working out and just like focusing on your fitness and yourself. So they've got the spin class area, and then they've got some workout equipment and some bathrooms. Also in this main one here, there is an upstairs area with a few more bedrooms in here. But this is where the retreat itself takes place. And it looks so good, especially sitting over like all of this, kind of like on the hilltop where you can see the different pockets of water. There's also an archery competition that will take place every now and then. We've got some festivals and stuff that will happen in this general area. So there's like a festival that will happen on this dock, I think, where they go and they work out on the spin bikes. So that'll pop up here. There'll be archery competitions that'll pop up here near the public bathroom, and then another grill. And then, ooh, some more butterflies. Ooh, we got the Cordillean butterfly just popping up here. And then you can just have your Sims lounge. And again, just look out over the water. Another Sim taking the kayak and going out into the main water area. And note too, like there's no panning for crystals unless you're in Crystal Valley, because all she can do is like wade. Okay, I was like, what is Eliza doing? Oh, she's working out. Okay, well, that's about right. Okay, so let's continue exploring. So we've got, in this general area, we've got some houses that we can look at. So we're gonna go visit this household. So this is Seabreeze Scenic, built by Axie Sims. And this, first of all, I love these wide pavers that go around the house and show off these different things that are happening in the house. We got the kayak, we've got the butterfly habitat in the back. So this is a lot where we've got some townies that live in here. So we're gonna go and we're gonna take a quick peek. Inside here, I can see the kitchen, the dining room, the big center living room, which Eliza is helping herself to the fireplace. Okay, sure. Talking to some more townies. We've got the bedroom with some workout gear and also another pride flag, as well as it looks like a kid's room with the imaginary friend, and then a bathroom, and then another bedroom. Oh, with a glass wall to separate for the closet. That actually was a really cool idea. I've never tried something like that. Oh, and there's another internal glass wall. I love all the usage of like the glass walls and stuff in Axie Sims builds. Next, we're gonna take a look across the way at this starter home. This is Fletcher's College, built by Kiwi Sims Kate. So this is a cute little starter home lot with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. You walk in, you see the kitchen, there's the fireplace, a little eat-in kitchen dining area, a pretty big bathroom. Then there is the living room, and then the main bedroom here. So it's just a small starter home, but it's actually really cute. And if you want to jump in and play, this is an easy place to just drop off your Sims. And then there's a park, a little park and playground area right here in the dead center. So you don't have to like go anywhere. You can just be home and your Sims can play. And that's a quick world tour. You do have some townie families that you can check out: the Adam Commune family, the Perry family, and the Chavez Ralston family. So I'm sure they all have lore that you can check out, but I'm gonna let you check that out yourself. But I just wanted to give you a high level overview of all of the different lots in the world. I'm just gonna highlight over these so you can see the different sizes of the lots. We do have, I think we have 2 64 by 64 lots in this world, which gives you plenty of space to build like your own like huge compound if you wanna make like a getaway or a camp or something like that. Well, I know that this was a very long video, so long that I had to do it over multiple days. But I hope that you enjoyed the full showcase of everything, or if you jumped around to look at the specific things that you wanted to take a look at, I hope that I was able to help show off some of the things that are coming with this pack. If you are interested in purchasing the Sims 4 Adventure Awaits expansion pack, please consider using my creator code vstreetlove at checkout when you go to checkout on the EA app or Sims 4 website. When you use my code vstreetlove on the EA app or Sims 4 website, I do get a small commission on the sale, about 5%. It's not a discount, unfortunately, but it is a way to support me as a creator. And if you don't want to use my creator code because you're a hater and you're a weirdo and you literally watched hours and hours of me showing off all this content and you decided, actually, I'm not going to use her creator code, please use somebody's creator code, because it's a way to support the creators and it does not cost you any extra money. It's just a way to take some of the money from EA and pass it along to the creator. Also, once again, thanks to EA for early access to the pack. Overall, I would say that the cast and the build buy in this pack obviously geared toward the idea of like camp and outdoorsy, but more of like a modernized version than maybe what we got with like Outdoor Retreat, for example. I think that there's cool potential in making your own like canvas tent and all of the items that come with that. The CAS to me is a little underwhelming. I wasn't particularly fond of any of the clothing. The Afro textured hairs though, yes, I did love all of the Afro textured hairs that we got in this game. I hope that they make the twisted hair that's just tagged as mask. I hope they fix it so it can be mask or femme. The modular playgrounds obviously are a huge win. They did make the playground lot type base game for everybody, but to get the cool modular playground stuff, you do need to get this pack. So for me, on build, buy, and CAS alone, I think that this pack is worth it if you're interested in the playground equipment and if you're interested in some of those Afro textured hairs. I'm not sure if those two things alone are with build, buy, and with CAS are worth purchasing the whole expansion pack for you, right? Like you might need a little bit more than that, especially when it comes to certain CAS items that you can go and you can get like CC coordinating stuff. But the modular playground as a new feature and a new thing that's coming to the game is pretty dope. Also the blender. I am a simmer, and a simmer at heart loves little things like the blender. I'm so glad that we're getting a blender. Anyway, what do you think of the CAS and the build buy items in this pack? What do you think of the world? Tell me how you're feeling about the pack based on this showcase that I put together for you. I want to hear your thoughts and your opinions below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, you like and share this video, and you turn on the post notifications so you know when my next video about The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits goes up. I also go live weekly on this channel. I'll be going live with this pack, so you're gonna wanna follow me for that. But don't worry, there's more fun and entertaining videos on my channel, so you can check those out here. And until next time, y'all, dag dag!